when he can.
A bunch of different songs mixed together.
CDY.
You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I say that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh, I did not believe that it would end, no. Everything came second to the best, oh. You're not even speaking to my friends, no. You knew all my uncles and my aunts, oh. 20 candles, blow 'em out and open your eyes. We were looking forward to the rest of our lives. Used to keep my picture posted by your bedside. Now I see you dresser with the socks you don't like. And I'm rolling, 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 rolling with my brothers like it's Jonas, Jonas. Drinking Henny and I'm trying to forget, but I can't get it out of my head. You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh, I see you with your other dude. He seemed like it was pretty cool. I was so broken over you. Life it goes on, what can you do? I just wonder what it's gonna take. Another foreign or a bigger change. Because no matter how my life's changed, I keep on looking back on better days. You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I say that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh, I promise, I swear to you I'll be okay. You're only the love of my life. You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I say that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything.
McBain Rambler Football is on the air on 107.9 CDY and streaming live at 107.9cdy.com. This broadcast is sponsored by McBain Hardware, Holton's LP Gas, Northern Trucking, Falmouth Co-op, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, Crandall Precision, High Flow Performance, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Amp Wireless and Pfluger Mechanical, McBain Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, LC Materials, McBain Auto Service, McBain Rural Agricultural Schools, High Point Cadillac GMC, Judy K. Gildy Photography, Taylor Mechanical, and our streaming sponsor, McLean Transmission. Now let's head to the field and join our hosts, Jay Simon and Gary Vanna on 107.9 CDY.
Friday night. Jay is away, so the boys will play. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna. I'm joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. We're here in McBain for a big Highland Conference showdown as the McBain Ramblers at 3-2 take on the 4-1 Manton Rangers. Both teams are 2-1 in the Highland Conference action. I want to let you know you're listening to the pregame show. It's brought to you by Northern Truck Service. Feel free to call the Spearbeck family to all your diesel needs. Lars, how are you doing this evening?
Hey, it's a great evening for football. It's nice and cool out here. Great for the players. The fans are all bundled up in hats, blankets, and jackets. What a great night for football, Gary.
Yeah, it seems like this is the place to be. We have another radio station. Our sister station, 107.1 is here. My 26 is here. We have the Watchdog program, a great father involvement program for the elementary that is going to be celebrated here today. Flag football night here tonight. And we have band uniforms and plumes. What is better than that?
No, it's a nice looking band out there, Gary. Looking forward to halftime a little bit too. I
heard halftime's gonna be a special, extra special today.
Where you get to listen to the voice of Gary for even extra long time.
But that's right, because there will be a special feature. Not the music played on either station, but there's going to be a swing dancing solo involving Mr. McBain and Jenna Dick. That's going to be something quite exciting, and we'll try to do play-by-play of that if I can remember the name of the moves. All right, so McBain, offense is still a little bit struggling, but the defense has really become a powerhouse play. What have you seen as the evolution of this team from week 1 to week 6?
You know, the neat thing with McBain is they are doing a good job of staying in each game. Now, McBain has given up the most to Kingsley of 24 points. That was a loss. And since then, they've only given up 14 points, and that was to Lake City. Do you remember that game for the last second touchdown, and then with no time on the clock, they went for a 2-point conversion and tipped off the fingertips of a McBain player, which would have tied it up. Not saying that would have won the game, but it would have taken it to overtime. But Lake City's been really good the last few years, so really that was kind of an emotional lift for McBain. What do they call it, those moral victories?
The state ranked.
Yeah.
Lake City Trojans, who is undefeated, and they'll be hosting Pine River in Lake City today. And that may be for the de facto championship for the Highland Conference, as Lake City is still 3-0 in the Highland Conference. Pine River is 2-1. Lake City's already beaten McBain and already beaten Manton, who is also tied at 2-1 and 2-1 in the Highland Conference.
Now, another thing with McBain's defense is they've held 3 teams to only 1 touchdown each. So that is a very good defensive effort, and it's really going to be the bread and butter of the McBain team. But check out the score from last year. Gary, McBain went up to Manton, and I know you weren't there because I remember calling this game with Trevor Lutke up there, and it was a barn burner. The final score was 60-36, and it just seemed like Manton was scoring everywhere and any way they can. But then their defense just gave up another score for McBain. It was an exciting game.
Now, if I remember correctly, Logan Rodenbaugh, the captain this year, actually went off for 200-plus yards in that game. Well, both teams have drastically improved in this past season, and they are so much stronger, and this is going to be quite the battle. As the band's getting ready to get in position for the national anthem, you are listening to the Northern Truck Service pregame show. McBain Ramblers are lining themselves up, and we got the flag football kids. It's beautiful out there. Once again, the band in full dress uniforms with the 18-inch plumes. Manton with the white shirts, white jerseys.
Almost looks like Harv Lucas is one of the officials tonight, doesn't it?
It's either Harv Lucas or Chris Kringle's off-season job.
Yes.
All right. So
one of those things, too, with the flag football program is our announcer tonight is Al Thomas. He was a big part of getting all this flag football together. He can't even be down there with the kids because he's got his 3rd job of the night.
That's right. All right. As we are getting ready to go to the national anthem, we are going to send it back to the station. You are listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
Good Friday night. Jay is away. The boys will play. Gary Hawkeye Vanna and Lars Verdeen getting ready to call the action as the McBain Ramblers take on the Manton Rangers on the gridiron. Now, these two teams have quite a rivalry as they have last 4 years have battled both on the field as well as on the basketball court.
Yeah, this has been quite a rivalry, but I tell you what, there's still some talent left at Manton. Impressive was their seniors that graduated last year. I think of Perry and Rule and Baker. There were some good athletes on that team. Ethan Ansick, who comes back from being there in middle school. I tell you, that was some tough basketball. That was some tough football being played with some good athletes. As a McBain fan, kind of glad to see them graduate and go on to their college careers. But
the thing is the cupboard's not left empty.
Exactly. Trevor Solani has been a stud since 7th grade. So he's going to be fun to watch tonight. And it's going to be interesting to see how Manton uses him. My understanding is the coach is his dad. And he played football at Central Michigan, so has a wealth of knowledge in the coaching staff at Manton.
So what's the 6 degrees of separation between Trevor Solani and let me pick a random player, Drew Vanna.
So Solani married a Hiller. Hiller is the sister to basketball coach Ryan Hiller, who goes to Highland Church where Gary Vanna is an elder and has a son named Drew Vanna.
No, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Actually, Eric Solani, the dad, went to play at CMU, and he played with Doug Bonico. Doug Bonico is the brother of Mark Bonico. Mark Bonico has a son, Owen Bonico, who is the guard who plays right next to Drew Vanna as the tackle. You only had 5 degrees. It was 6 degrees of separation. You missed the game. Hey, for more witty type of comments, you can listen to this whole broadcast. But this pregame show has been brought to you by Northern Truck Service. As they are now doing the starting lineup right here, we are going to take it back to the station. You're listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
Kelly's Pizza and Grill in McBain would like to take this opportunity to thank their loyal customers for all their years of support. It's with your patronage that Kelly's Pizza and Grill can continue to support local schools, churches, and charities, not to mention keep serving up great-tasting breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 6 till 10. Always doing their best to serve the McBain community, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, 100 Maple Street in the heart of McBain.
Good Friday night. We're back in McBain. We are ready for a huge Highland Conference showdown as 2 second-place teams, the McBain Ramblers and the Manton Rangers, get ready to kick action off. I tell you what, this has been a cold, rainy, dreary day all day. But when the band came on the field, the clouds parted, the sun came out, and it smiled and makes it picture-perfect weather and conditions for a football game. Just want to let you know, you are listening to WCDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City. All right, it looks like as we're getting ready to kick off, the Ramblers will be kicking off. That means George Brown, no tee, the ball lane on its side. McBain will be going from right to left on your radio dial. They're in their home green, yellow pants, yellow helmet with the wicked sweet wheel on there. The Manton Rangers are over on the left-hand side. They'll be coming with the white pants, white jerseys, black helmets with the really cool accented M on there. I used to like it when they used to have Yosemite Sam as their mascot, but I guess gun violence kind of took that away.
That's a good point.
Back deep for the Rangers will be number 15, Isaac Radin, another stud basketball player, as well as number 22, Nick Dunham. Here we go. Fishers are ready. Lars is ready. I am ready. George Brown is ready. He comes to take the kick. Kicks off, and they're going to call offsides on the Ramblers. And they're going to drop it back 5 yards and make him do it all over again.
So there's about 10 seconds. We'll never get back. No, the McBain strategy on kickoff is to kick it short, make sure that it stays out of the hands of some good running backs. Sometimes we kick it out of bounds where they get the ball at the 35-yard line. Really, the special teams as far as kickoff goes has kind of been a thorn in McBain's program the last couple years.
Yeah, you know, they have kids that have the leg, but they seem to prefer this because they don't feel like the coverage is always as good as they need it to be. George Brown, take two. Kicks it over on the left-hand side. It's short. Fielded immediately on that one by Jacob Ware. Jacob Ware kicks up. Fumble on the ground. Ball's being scrambled. McBain celebrating right now. Manton is trying to get the scrum. I haven't seen an official point in a direction.
Looks like Gavin Seelan came up with that one.
Big turnover for the Ramblers to start the game up as Gavin Seelan and Drew Vanna got the recovery. That is awesome because he must have jumped off the sideline to get that one. All right. Shotgun formation. Sealan's behind center. Twins on the near, twins on the far. There goes Auden Ealing in motion. Gives it to Auden. Tries to turn the corner, turns up. Gets a little bit of room there, but not much for about a gain of one, if he got any at all.
Yeah, really, just a 1 yard run. He probably ran about 20 yards to get that 1 yard. It was a drawn out play. He's looking for a seam, but the Rangers had a nice defense against that one.
You know, he had a big day against Everett running those plays right there. He ran for over 120 yards just running that sweep play, and ever since then, everyone has been sitting on it, waiting for it.
That's the problem about having a good day.
Piston formation. Sealan is up short. Straight behind him is Vanderboss. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Sealan calls it out. And he fakes it, hands it out to Vanderboss. Vanderboss is met at the line, but he can't be knocked down right away. He gets a gain of 3 before he's finished with the tackle by number 11, Trevor Solani.
Just a straight dive for the Ramblers. Hey, if you can get 3-4 yards every play, you should get a first down every 4. Already crossing
Mathematically, that is true.
Already crossed midfield, which is 4 down territory already.
So McBain is on the 46-yard line. Camphouse is in motion. Roll out to the left. Sealan throws it. Hits Camphouse wide open. Camphouse is with a big gain. Gets it all the way down. Looks like to the 32-yard line. That'll move the chains. First down 10 for the Ramblers.
About a 12-yard gain on that.
Camphouse is knocked out by number 3, Lucas McCurdy. First down and 10 from the 32-yard line.
10 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Score is 0-0. McBain has recovered the opening fumble. They are now on the move. They're on the 32-yard line. We got the shotgun information. Handoff, ball's on the ground, picked up by Sealan. Sealan's going to try and make something happen. What's the Magician do? The Magician does get himself about a 2-yard gain on a fumble. Great play right there. So the Magician turns nothing into something there once again.
That's a lot of handoffs for for that play. Hand it off, pick it up off the ground.
Knocked out of bounds, so the Ramblers have a second down, 7.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you, but I think Coach Maloney's standing right in that line of the sun.
Yes.
All the players can't actually see the signals.
Everybody's covering their eyes to see the signals from the
Shotgun
coach.
formation, trips on the far, single on the near. Sealand drops back, rolls out to the right. He's going to keep it. Looks like they'll turn the corner. He's got plenty of room. He's going to make it to the edge for the first down. And a little bit more with the ball reach. Gets the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Nice 10-yard run for Gavin Sealand. Hey, good block downfield. That looked like it was for Berkmos.
Yeah, Berkmos did a great job of getting down and sealing off the corner so that he could turn it to get a good first down. And
a lot of times when you have that type of seal by the wide receiver, a lot of times the refs call that a hold.
All right, motion right here by Logan Rodenbaugh. Logan Rodenbaugh tries to make the corner. He's going to be out in the backfield. Great play on that one by Jacob Ware. He's going to take a loss of about 3 on that one, making it second down and 14 from the 24-yard line.
Logan tried to stiff arm the defender, but the defender was able to hang on for that. Nice tackle for loss by Manton.
Already we've seen how McBain wants to get the ball to the outside. They got running backs.
All right, sun's going down. The line can see what they're calling.
The band must have sat down. The clouds covered the sun again. Huh?
Shotgun formation right now. Got a little bit of an audible. Brings in Berkmos tight. Twins on the near, twins tight on the far. Camp House is in motion. Sealand tries to keep it, but boy, what a tackle by big old Jacob Refner. He was going to tackle both kids in the handoff. Great penetration. Third down and 15 with 9:17 left in the first quarter.
A lot of this offense is a read option. And number 77, Refner, he did a good job reading it.
Yep. And you took away the option. Shotgun formation. Sealand gets it. Rolling out to the right. Looking for a deep. He's got Berkmos. Berkmos is going to battle. He dumps deep. Do they got the catch? Are they giving him the catch? Touchdown, Ramblers! Back in the corner! That's what you want right there. You put Berkmos and you try and see who can get up the ladder the highest. Berkmos, fantastic job catching with his hands above his head and keeping it above his head. And now McBain's doing something that's really weird.
An extra point attempt.
It's
kicking.
An extra point attempt as George Brown is getting ready to kick the extra point.
Set to kick the extra point, number 20.
What a beautiful pass by Sealand to Berkmos.
The extra point is blocked on that one. That'll be no good. Caleb Mahilke came in for the block. But with 8:53 left in the first quarter, the McBain Ramblers are up 6-0. You're listening to McBain Ramblers Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years. And don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
Throw there too.
Welcome back to McBain as the Ramblers have just gone up 6-0 with 8:53 left in the first quarter. McBain recovered the fumble on the opening kickoff and drove it all the way down and just finished with a beautiful pass connection, a little pitch and catch to Gavin Sealand over to Garrett Berkmos. Hey, we want to thank the sponsors who make this happen for us. That'll be Kelly's Pizza and Grill. That'll be Crandall Position, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, and LC Material. George Brown puts the ball on the side, getting ready to kick it, and Isaac Redden is back deep. He kicks a good deep one ball. He gets all the way back to the 25-yard, right to Rader. Rader's getting a little room on the baseline, and then he's ran out of bounds by Justin Camphouse. They return it to the 38-yard line. Rangers take over on offense.
So back to the touchdown play. What a beautiful pass by Sealand. In fact, to me, it looked a little deep, and I thought, oh, for Berkmos, you got to come back up for that one. And he kept going deep. He reached up. That ball would have gone out of bounds with his 6'7" frame. Got that, and both feet in bounds. You only need one in high school, and the official took him a while to get to the end zone.
That's right.
Called a delayed touchdown.
All right, high and under center. Rolling out to the left, looking for a wide receiver. Throws it up high. He's got a free ball right there, and it's going to go out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10.
A lot of pressure by George Brown, from a lineman. He goes flying in there. The ball did get away, and Brown hit him to the ground. Sometimes you're looking at what the officials will give as far as wiggle room for, roughing the passer.
Caleb Altman starting at nose tackle for the first time this season. That puts a lot of beef in the middle with Bam Bam and Bonico on the outside. Shotgun formation. Hahn gets the ball, fakes the inside. He's going to try and go to the outside right there. Runs right into and jumps Auden Ealing, taken down by Owen Bonico, but there's a flag on the play.
It's going to be a holding on Manton. About ripped off who is Auden Ealing's jersey there.
We got a hold against the Rangers. So that will be a 10-yard penalty from the spot foul. I had this conversation with Danny Utek. She said, I never understand it. If it's 1st and 10 and it's holding and it's a 10-yard penalty, how come it's not 1st and 20? But it's 1st and 16 or 1st and 27. It's never 1st and 20.
Yeah.
Second down again for the Rangers.
So as we do that, let's do some funky math right now. They'll make it 1st and 17.
Would have been easier just to say 1st and 20, but it's not.
No, that's second down because of the incomplete pass. So second down. We got single on the far side, trips on the near side. Hahn gets it, hands off on the inside right away to Nick Dunham, but he got nowhere to go as Caleb Altman is on the tackle, and so is the captain, Logan Rodenbaugh. That should be a loss of a yard.
Great defensive pressure there, getting into the backfield. This is not even a bend, do not break type defense. This is attack in your face defense.
Lucas Golden checks in at nose guard. We got twins on the far. We got one on the near. Hahn's got the snaps. Hahn's going to throw it deep. He's going to look it up. It's a little duck, and it falls incomplete. He was looking over there for Caleb Mahalik, and he just had to get it rid of fast because he was buried on that one too.
Yeah, Owen Bonico getting in the backfield. Jacob Hahn is really picking himself off the ground these last 3 plays with his passing. Good pressure by McBain.
All right, so they get ready to punt. So 7 minutes and 56 seconds left. Manton gets ready to punt right now. They got Garrett Verberkmos back deep for the Ramblers. Ready to punt is number 6, Trent Grover. And then there is a whistle on the play. Flag on the play. And from the backfield, what do you see?
I have no idea.
Illegal shift? 2 men moving at once?
He was ready to punt, but the officials put a stop to the play. And we'll sort things out.
It's a hand over the heart.
It is a penalty against the Rangers. Not sure what that call was.
I'm not sure what that signal is.
Let's go with the legal shift.
Negative play for the Rangers.
Well,
we have a substitution infraction on the Rangers.
That's what it.
After a 5-yard penalty, the officiating guy. 4th down and 24.
4th down and about.
All right, so here we go. The Rangers get ready. Start all over. Grover from 5 more yards back. There's the snap. Gets it off its way short. It's going to hit at the 42-yard line. It's going to get Manton Ranger bounce. It's going down over the 50 to the Ramblers 49. Ramblers will take over on their own 49. 7 minutes and 46 seconds left. Ramblers are up 6-0. Got the ball back.
Great field position for McBain. 51-yard line, right?
At the 51-yard line.
McBain's defense is looking really strong. Manton's getting rushed on offense.
On the first series, they look really strong. Knock on. All right, so Ramblers, shotgun formation, twins on the far, twins on the near, going right to left on your radio dial. There's a snap to Sealand. Sealand keeps the ball up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Big hand hung on to him by number 44, Caleb Mahalik. But he dragged him for 3 yards. They got an 8-yard gain.
Great run by Sealand. Great blocking by the line. Nice pulling guard on that. A lot of times when I was playing linebacker, you could just look at the guards to see which direction there's going. The guard pulled, but Sealand went right up the middle.
Yeah.
I would have run myself right out of that play.
It had something to do with the read portion of it when he bellied the ball to Vandenbos, but he didn't really belly it very long. Rangers have come up. They got 6 men on the line right now. We got a pistol formation. Campos goes into middle, gives it up to Vandenbos. Vandenbos pounds it forward for a gain of 5 and enough for another first down for the Ramblers.
Tackled after a first down by number 44, Caleb Milky, and number 77, Jake Renford.
First and 10. Another design run, Vandenbos. Right at the middle,
38-yard line. Ramblers are in Ranger territory right now. Trying to keep the speed going right now as on Ealing checks in. We got twins on the near, twins on the far. I expect Ealing to go in motion on this one. He's already in motion. They're going to a broken pro or pistol pro is what I call this one.
2 setbacks this time for the shotguns.
And he hands up to the back. Alan Ealing jumps to the center, gets a big gain up there for a 6-yard gain. And that will make a second down 4 for the Ramblers.
Coach Maloney's saying, come on, Ealing, go. Ealing's usually an outside runner. There he's running right up the gut. And there was just a shoestring tackle that got him down.
Well, it's the quick hitters that really work. You know, last year they had an oversized line that could just maul people. This one's a more quick, athletic one that is just trying to make the holes timed perfectly. Ball's handed up the middle to Vandenbos. Vandenbos has nowhere to go. I tell you what, number 77, Jake Refner, is a huge load to carry because he just eats space and he's like running into a wall.
Yes. Great play by him. That's at least 4 tackles that we've seen already.
3rd down and 5 for McBain. Once again, they got the pistol pro. We got twins on the far. Sealing gives it up to Verberkmos. He keeps it for himself and nowhere to go on. The option is he's taken down by a posse of Rangers. He gets a loss of 3. That'll make it 4th down and 7 for the Ramblers. That's just good game film.
That's good game film. You know you got to stop Sealing if you're Manton. Sealing probably made the wrong decision on that one because the fake handoff was like, yeah, there's 5 yards right there. Oh, he didn't hand it off.
They will go for it at this point.
McBain in the maroon zone going for it on their own 35-yard line. First down markers at the 27. Shotgun formation. Twins on the far, one on the near. Sealing drops back. He's moved right away. He's going to go throw against his body. Throws it deep, just misses. Logan Roden ball for an incomplete pass. That's a turnover and down. First down and 10 Rangers.
That would have been an amazing catch, but he did get a fingertip on that. And really, Gavin Sealing, being an escape artist in the backfield, having enough speed and quickness to get away from the rush.
Yeah, that's actually a very, very good throw to throw against your body as you're getting away from the rush. Manton's out on the field. Once again, mirror offenses between the two as Hahn is in the shotgun formation. Mookie gets in motion. Hand off in the middle, nowhere to go right now. George Brown meets him in the back, almost took the handoff, and then Bam Bam finished him off. Nick Dunham for a loss of 5 on that play.
Just great defensive line push. Bam Bam being the defensive end. George Brown being one of the linebackers, looks like the middle linebacker. Just reading where the gaps are and causing some issues. Great call by Coach Pace.
On once again in the shotgun formation. It looks like he's going to fake the blitz. Quick pass outside, batted up in the air right away. But on that one by Camphouse. Doesn't even get to the line of scrimmage. Great defensive line play there as he came in on the blitz, got held up. And when they teach you if you're not going to get to the quarterback,
get your hands up.
And he did.
He looked huge on that play.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was going to call Justin Camphouse's name because as big as he looked on that one. 3rd down and 15 for the Rangers. Quickly, Hahn gets the snap, rolls out to the right. There's the pitch out there to Dunham. Dunham gets a little bit of space, but not much as he is going to be taken down by a whole convoy of Ramblers led by Caden McGillis. Will make it 4th down and 13.
Nice pitch by Hahn on that to get it out there, but they are just not able to get around that corner. The defensive ends and the corners are coming up nicely for McBain, forcing this 4th down play.
All right, 4th down. They're on the 33-yard line. Back to kick is number 6, Trent Grover. For Berkmo's back for the Ramblers. He gets a short punt off again. McBain is going to let it fall. It goes a little bit deeper in the McBain territories. It gets all the way up to the 41-yard line. Ramblers take over. 1st and 10 from their own 41.
41-yard line.
You know, looking at the punts, Verberkmos has been back deep. He doesn't want it to get over his head, but it's almost like he could move up 10, 15 yards, maybe have a chance at that.
But the thing is the punts are short enough that Manton's really covering it quite well.
They're getting there before the ball even lands, huh?
3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter. McBain's up 6-0. We got twins on the near, twins on the far. Sealing, quick swing pass over there to Camphouse. Camphouse breaks on the first tackle of Hahn. He's off to the races, gets all the way down to the Manton 40-yard line for a gain of 17 yards.
I'm giving him 20 on that. That is just an amazing run. Pass and catch. We've seen these screens on NFL games. Usually they pass to the shorter split guy. This was to the out guy, and he just outran him.
Well, you know, McBain's finding some room on the corners, so if you get the faster you get to the corner, the more room you seem to be finding.
After the reception.
All right. McBain is now back on the line. They got the play. We got a shotgun formation. Louis on the far side next to Sealand on Ealing in motion. Hand off to Ealing. No, kept up the middle to Sealand, and he's got nowhere to go and lost a one on that one.
Sealand, the ball carrier, brought down by number 2, Jacob Barnes.
No gain, in fact, the loss of
Be second down and 11.
Great defense by Manton on that. Gavin is usually reading either a defensive end or a tackle, and Manton's doing a nice job of giving him fits on that.
Also been going no huddle tonight.
McBain looks over on the sideline right here. Once again, McBain in their home green. White on white for Manton. McBain going right to left on your radio dial. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in the quarter. We got a pistol pro. Goes in the belly of Vandenbos. Nowhere to go. Once again, Jake Repner is slowing down Vandenbos, and then by the time he can get around him, the rest of the posse's there. 3rd down and 10 for the Ramblers.
3rd down and 10 for the Ramblers.
Manton's defense really stepping up on this series.
It's really been a great battle of defenses here.
We can tune that in, Coach. We should be okay.
3rd and 10 for the Ramblers.
Camphouse in motion as Sealand rolls out, gets it to Camphouse. Camphouse was trying to run before he caught it. He had a lot of room, but he dropped the ball incomplete. If he would have caught that, that would have been a 20, 25-yard gain.
Yes, it would. Nobody in front of him, and that's the classic turning the head before you really secured the ball. And he's hitting his hands on his head, knowing that he should have had that.
Well, 4th down and 10 from the 40-yard line. McBain is going to go for it here. Sealing in the shotgun formation. Camphouse in motion behind him. Pitch deep. It's going to be a little trickeration. Back to the quarterback. Quarterback gets a big catch there, but it's well read on that one by Trent Grover. And McBain only gets 8 yards on there, and they'll make it a turnover on downs.
So when they needed 10, they only got 8. I do like that. And now, Gary, the story behind Camphouse is he was a quarterback or a backup quarterback all the way through middle school and high school.
Tackle was made by number 9, Jacob Hahn, and number 6, Trent Grover.
So no fear by Coach Maloney calling a play where someone else passes the ball. And really, the pass plays have been the big key for McBain.
All right, so Hahn goes under center, traditional I formation, quick pass outside, and falls down immediately is Hahn, number 5, Cole Regnis.
He slipped himself and came down.
No gain on that. That was 2nd down and 10.
So really, for Verberkmos being the closest one to that, he gets credit for the tackle?
Yes, he does. So that was actually technically lateral then too, wasn't it? Hahn underneath center, I formation, gives it to the back on that. The back one on that has nowhere to go as Nick Dunham is immediately tackled and wrapped up on that one by George Brown and Logan Rodebaum.
Hey, let me tell you a story about Bam Bam, Noah Hendrickson there. Noah wasn't in on the tackle. He was off to the other side of the field, but he let the running back know he was there. Knocked him on the ground.
All right, back to the shotgun formation for Manton. Hand close to the ball. He's burst immediately, and there comes Rodebaum. Rodebaum with a big sack, throws him back for about a 17-yard loss.
Number 9, Jacob Hahn, sacked on the play by number 34, Logan Rodebaum.
Defense, once again, is just penetrating deep in there, making it rough for Hahn over there, as Manton on their own 20-yard line will have 4th down and a country mile.
Great call by Coach Pace again. I think he's applying the pressure, sending people into every gap. Manton can't cover it all. Verberkmos up a little bit closer this time.
Grover punts it straight up in the air. Verberkmos calls for the fair catch. He's taken on the 39-yard line. So they're deep in Ranger territory at the 39-yard line.
I think this is the best starting position so far, but it's been close. 3 times they've started in Manton territory, and 1 time they were on the 51-yard line.
4.3 seconds left. 1 more play in the second quarter. McBain is coming out here.
Ramblers have it. First down on the Ranger 38-yard line.
Gonna have 1 play left here in the first quarter, and maybe we'll get them huddled up here with the coach and get this fixed.
All right, on Ealing in motion. Hand off to Ealing. Ealing tries to turn the corner. It does not get there. Taken down immediately by number 55, Gavin Summers. And that will be the end of the first quarter. The McBain Ramblers are up 6-0. You're listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Back here, McBain. Twins on the far. Quick snap. There's a swing pass over to Logan Rodenball. Sealed off great by Justin Camphouse. He's turning up the edge. He's got a lot of room to get up there. He gets it all the way down to the 26-yard line. You're listening to McBain Rambler. McBain Rambler football on
First down and 10 Ramblers.
Nice play drawn up by Coach Maloney on that. And really, like we said before, they're running these handoffs and these outside tosses. They're not getting anywhere. It seems like the pass plays are working the best for the Ramblers.
Yeah, and they're also slowing down the rush that Manton's been able to apply on them. All right, so we got a pistol pro as we got 2 running backs behind them, Ealing and Vandenbos. Hand off inside to Ealing. Ealing's got a little bit of space there. I think he's going to grind it for about a 4-yard gain.
You know, and Ealing's a small running back if you look at it. And here he's going right up the gut of the defense.
After gain of 4, it'll be second down and 6.
Camphouse checks back into the game. So we're going to have ourselves a shotgun formation. This is where the running back's in front of the quarterback. Vandenbos is off on the right-hand side. Trips on the near side, Solo on the far side. This is usually where he likes to run a swing pass with the extra linebacker or wide receivers blocking downfield. Sealing gets the snap. He's got Solo over there. Ethan Barton. He's going to try and go. Barton and Hahn. Incomplete pass. Hahn breaks it up. That'll make it 3rd down and 7 for the Ramblers.
Barton is a very tall receiver also. He looks like a Verberkmos, but on the other side. And it was basically a jump ball. Sealing did a nice job of getting it to him where it was like, hey, let's have the 6'5" kid out jump the 5'10" kid.
Trips on the far side. We got on the near side for Verberkmos. We got Rodenball in motion. There's the snap to Sealing. Sealing's got a quick one out there to Camphouse. Camphouse secures it this time, and then gets it all the way down to the 12-yard line. First down for the Ramblers.
About a 10-yard gain for Justin. Now, Justin dropped that one earlier that he should have had, but he just looks like a solid receiver out there.
He's doing a great job. You know, McBain switched to this offense because they have such talented receivers.
The more the game goes on, the more confident you get with number 2.
There you go. Gavin Sealing, pistol formation. Straight behind him is Vandenbos. Fakes it behind Vandenbos. Going to use him as the lead blocker. He's going to get downfield a little bit. He's going to give himself a nice 4-yard gain. Second down and 6 for the Ramblers.
Just followed the running back on that.
Trevor Solani. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Ramblers. And
McBain Ramblers on the 10-yard line. Ball is touching the 10-yard line. 10:44 left in the second quarter. And they are driving on the Manton Rangers. They are up 6-0 at this point. Shotgun formation here. Louis Vanderboss on the left-hand side. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Hand off to Vanderboss. Vanderboss, no, Sealing keeps it. And he got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. 3rd down and 4 for the Ramblers.
I'm watching the transition from handoff to fake handoff, and McBain's been known to put the ball on the ground quite a bit. So far, they've been able to keep it going. They had one scare where Sealand was able to pull it back up, but Sealand must be hanging on to that ball tough.
I think his one glove is full of that old-fashioned stick-em. Trips on the near side, shotgun formation. Louis over on the right. Quick snap over to the Camp House. Camp House to turn it up. Gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tackled on that one by Cole Regnis and by Lucas McKernan. But that's going to be 4th down and a long 2, short 3 from the McBain Ramblers. You think they're going to go for it from this distance?
Well, they've gone for it at about the 49-yard line. So anywhere across the 50, they're going to go for it. 4-down territory. Now, that was an interesting one. Now, Camp House was following his blocker, Verbergmos, and basically the whole pile ran into Verbergmos' leg. He looks like he's walking around okay, but that's 3 guys basically hitting him in the back of the knee.
Yeah, then, you know, you hold your breath every time he gets hurt because you know what a big asset he is to the athletics this year. I mean, not only for the football team, but the basketball team also.
Yeah.
And this will be the 3rd year that we've had watchdogs at the element.
And honestly, too, is that probably opened Barton up for a pass also. Like, if you're going to try to stop a receiver, it's probably going to be Verbergmos. You throw a couple to Barton, and Camp House has had 4 targets, if you will, caught 3 of them. So Camp House is benefiting from having Verbergmos on the field also.
That is true. Hey, we want to thank the sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Thank you, McBain Auto Service, Amp Wireless, Pluger Mechanical, High Flow Performance, Holton LP Gas, the Falmouth Co-op, and the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center. Thank you for your support for McBain Sports. It's 4th down, trips on the far, shotgun formation, rolls out to the left-hand side. Gavin Sealand has a lot of room there. Big block downfield by Vanderboss on high, and in the end zone, Sealand.
5-yard run for Gavin Sealand.
Hey, and don't take this the wrong way, but did you see that seal block that Vanda put on the linebacker? The way you were talking beforehand, sealed off the linebacker so that there was only one man to beat. He's gotten his he got coached up a little bit earlier, so it's good to see him respond to that. And the key thing, McBain up 12-0, 2-point conversion, shotgun formation, twins on the near, twins on the far. Quick pass over out to Rodenball, incomplete, it's no good. McBain's up 12-0, 9:17 left in the second quarter. You're listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
And we're back here in McBain. It's Friday night. The lights are on. We got a beautiful sky as we got a sailor sunset, a sailor delight. The rain clouds have gone away. It's a little bit cool, but it's football weather. Fall has officially arrived tonight. I've officially declared it. McBain Ramblers are up 12-0 and 9:17 left in the game, or the second quarter. This is Gary Hawkeye Van. I'm joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Ferdine.
What a great night for football, 12-0 for McBain. Great defensive battle both ways. McBain's been able to just figure it out.
George Brown kicks it off, caught in the air on the 40-yard line. He's immediately buried on that one by little Daniel Rodenball and Logan Rodenball. He got himself caught up between 2 Rodenballs. That'll tell you what. I played basketball once. Jeremy said to pick on me one side, and Jason said to pick on me on the other side. I know what it's like to be between two rodent balls.
Yes.
You don't want to be there.
That kick had an interesting spin on it. Just looked like it just floated in the air, gave McBain time to get down there. So as soon as he caught it, he was smothered by the rodent ball sandwich.
Hahn in shotgun formation, just moved over. Grover, twins on the near, twins on the far. Manton's going from left to right on your radio dial. Up in the middle of the Grover. Grover getting a little bit of hard yards there. Got hard running, gets a 5-yard gain for the Manton Rangers. He's brought down by a whole convoy of Ramblers, led by number 62,
Yeah.
Lucas Colton.
Lucas did a nice job of putting his nose in where it needed to be. Now he's in for Caleb Outman, who looks like he's holding his back a little bit.
Shotgun formation, twins on the far, twins on the near. Fakes it to Grover, trying to make the corners, got a little bit of room. He's going to make it on the outside. Nice tackle by McGillis. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground.
Looks like Camp House is in on it. Who's
I haven't
coming
seen
up?
the official sign one way or the other.
It's a 2-22.
McBain ball.
Caden McGillis. Kalen McGillis with the fumble recovery.
Moves the ball to McBain, they're on the Manton 48-yard line. McBain's in business. They're taking over again. Defense steps up tall, and they got their second fumble recovery.
So 2 turnovers for Manton with fumbles. McBain had a turnover on 4th down. Sometimes you can live with the 4th down ones, but you can't turn the ball over on fumbles.
All right. Quickly out to Logan Rodenball. Rodenball tries to get upfield. He's tackled immediately by Lucas McKern, and it will be a 2nd down and 9. So 8 minutes and 23 seconds left at the second quarter. McBain's up 12-0, and they're in business again.
Swing it out quickly, let the wide receiver do the work. They were getting anywhere from 8 to 10 yards. This time,
Everyone looks at their wrists. Looks like we're going to have on Ealing on the far side. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the near side. Ealing's in motion. Hand off to Ealing. Ealing's looking to turn the corner. Nowhere to go right there. Great play on that one by Lucas McKern. Again, and he meets onto Ealing in the backfield and throws him down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd down, maybe we'll give him 1. 2nd down and 9.
Our center has a helmet issue. Just
2 really nice defensive plays to start this series for the Rangers.
All right, everybody's back in. Everyone's got the right equipment.
From the Rangers 47-yard line. We're in the second quarter here in McBain, 7-18.
All right, McBain looks at their badges. It's 3rd down and 9 from the Rangers 47. Pistol formation. Sealer's got Vandenboss right behind him. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Rodenball in motion. Hand up on the inside, and oh my goodness. Refner is just a beast.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's a huge player. He's their Owen Bonico.
Renford personally stops him by himself, making it 4th down. And it looks like McBain is going to go into punt formation when they're on their own 48-yard line. They want to pin Matt deep.
So this goes against my theory of anything across the 50 is 4-down territory.
Bam Bam's back to punt. Rigneris is back deep for the Rangers. He's got his heels on the 18-yard line. Bam Bam puts it up. Nice punt right there. It lands at the 30. It's rolling to the end zone. Checks up at the 9-yard line right there. I think we could go 8-yard line on that one.
That was a beautiful punt.
Again,
6 minutes, 15 seconds left. Go ahead.
But better roll once it landed. You know, it was an average punt when it first started, but just rolled all the way down there.
Well, that's unreturnable, though, too. At that distance, if you can land it at the 20, 25-yard line and let it run, that's just the way you chip. Hahn, shotgun formation, twins on the near, twins on the far. Grover is on his left-hand side, drops back to look, quick pass on the inside, intended over there for Isaac Graydon, incomplete. That'll make it 2nd down 10 for the Rangers.
And Hahn's picking himself up off the ground again. Owen Bonico getting back in there, causing havoc for them. Now, you get hit on every play, About fourth quarter. Are you willing to stand back there that long?
That's a great question there. And you can see the ball's coming out as quick as possible. And still having this problem. Grover, shotgun formation, right-hand side of Hahn. There's a blitz. There goes to Grover up the middle. He runs it to Bonico, and Bonico says, not today.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the line.
That should be a 1-yard gain for Grover. Under 6 minutes left in the second quarter. McBain is up 12-0. I want to remind you, stick around for the McBain Hardware halftime show, as we will be going over stats, analysis, and a breakdown of the swing dancing of Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. And we'll talk some football. Shotgun formation. Hahn gets the ball. Fakes a handoff on the inside. He's rolling out. Looking to go deep. Throws it. Misses the pass over there to Caleb Balick. And it falls incomplete. 4th down and 10 for the Rangers. Grover comes back to get ready to punt. Verberkmos is going to go deep, and he's going to go down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Hahn's got to feel like he's got no time to throw. He even sprinted out to the left on that, and he still ended up on the ground afterward.
All right. Barring any mistakes, McBain should have good field position on this one. Grover in his own end zone, back to punt. And we got a motion there, and I think it might be on the Rangers. We got a flinch on this one by Verberkmos, but then the Ranger flinched, and he never crossed the line, so they're going against the... Oh, we'll see who's it going against.
Now, the nice part about that for McBain, it is a penalty, but it doesn't give them a first down. So it'll still be 4th and 4.
It's still a punt situation, too.
Yep.
All right, there's the snap. Snaps up high. McBain comes. Nice punt. It lands at the 40-yard line. Verberkmos picks it up, and he's going to do something with it. And he finally gets ran out of bounds on the 43-yard line. McBain's in business on the Rangers 43.
Probably a gain of 2. You can add to his all-purpose yards. Now, McBain's just had amazing field position. Now, if you think about it, have they even been deep into their own territory at all?
Well, I don't know what to say because I'm trying to avoid the reverse jinx, so I'm not commenting on a couple things on purpose. But with 5 minutes and 21 seconds left in the second quarter, McBain up 12-0, and they are in business again. They have it on the Rangers' 43-yard line.
Most of our listeners know we got our regular.
We have our shotgun formation, and we have Auden Ealing right next to him. New formation for the Ramblers. We got an option play going right there. Pitched out to Ealing. Ealing looking to turn the corner, but well smelled out on that one by Isaac Graydon. And there'll be no gain on that one.
Really spread Manton out really far on that, but nothing really happened. Maybe a gain of 2 on it.
2nd down and 8. Rangers are playing great defense. McBain's are playing good defense. Vandenbos done with his break, ready to come back into the game right now.
Yeah, the last few plays that have tried to go outside, the Rangers have been there. Caused a
shotgun formation as Vandenbos is on the left-hand side in front of Sealand. Trips on the far, single on the near. We got motion by Rodenball, make it twins and twins. Rolling out, Sealand throws up the out of bounds, making sure nobody can intercept that. They'll make it 3rd down on the incomplete pass, 3rd down and 8.
So just basically throwing it out of bounds, so nothing bad would happen, no risk of interception. They sniffed it out good, and sometimes you just chalk that up in like a chess match of saying, okay, Manton, you covered that one good, but we're not going to give you the ball. Brings up a 3rd and long.
4:30 left to go in the first half.
There's 4:30 left to go in the first half as McBain is up 12-0. They're on the Rangers 40-yard line, 3rd down and 8. Shotgun formation. You got Vandenbos on his left-hand side. Sealand drops back. He's immediately flushed out of the pocket, tries to turn it up. He has nowhere to go, and it looks like he's going to be sacked on that one by Gavin Somer. They finally got to Sealand, and they'll make it 4th down and 12 for the Ramblers. And it's time to send Bam Bam out to punt.
Yeah, 2nd punt in the road for McBain, trying to get in there, starting on great field position, but Manton held serve, if you will, and they're going to be getting the ball back probably deep in their own territory. So I noticed 2 Rangers were in on that tackle, and it looked like they end up hitting each other. Number 7, Connor McGrew, was limping off the field.
Kick is away.
Bam Bam hits it deep. Caught by Rigness on this one at his own 10-yard line. Makes one move, turns it upfield. He's got a little bit of room right there. Finally tackled.
Number 5.
Got to the 21-yard line. Tackled by a convoy of Ramblers, led by Logan Rodenbaugh.
Van Raiders will take over 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line.
All right, it's time for the defense to step up again. How many times can you call their number?
All game long.
All right, then. I like that.
I mean, that's why they're out there.
3 minutes and 36 seconds left. McBain's up 12-0. Rangers ball. They're on their own. They're on the 21-yard line. They got 79 yards to go to the end zone. McBain is harassing Hahn all day long. We'll see what happens here. Hahn, shotgun formation. Twins on the near. Single on the far. Hahn's got a deeper shotgun. Guess he's getting a little more time. It looks like Matt's going to take a timeout on this one. On that timeout, want to let you know you're listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
You have some?
We'll get team stats if you want, Barrow.
Okay.
And we're back. Welcome to McBain. There's 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. McBain's up 12-0. Want to thank our sponsors for making this game happen. McBain Rural Agricultural School, White Pine Outdoor Boilers, McLean Transmission, Northern Tracks Service. As we come back, there was an incomplete pass. It'll make it 2nd down and 10 for the Rangers. You know, Hans really got shown an arm on there.
He had a great arm on that, but he wanted to get rid of that one as soon as he could. Owen Bonico again back there, knocking him down. He overthrew his receiver by 10 yards.
Well, the other thing is not only do you have to get rid of it quick, but you have to get over the kid, so you're throwing a higher arc and getting more distance with the strength that Han has shown with his arm. Manton, shotgun formation. We got the up back will be Nick Dunham. He drops back the pass. He's dropping way back. There's a screenplay set up there. He's in his own end zone. Now he's going to try and get out. Throws it off one leg.
No receiver around, but I don't think that really matters because he was out of the pocket.
Well, if you threw it out of bounds. Oh, they got the flag right there, so they are going to call the penalty on that one.
He did get the ball thrown out of bounds to save the yardage.
Did you see that the official actually went over there and he dropped it instead of throwing the flag halfway over there? And he is going to call intentional grounding on Han. And he's calling it at about the 8-yard line.
So if you're Han and you got the coach calling all these pass plays and you're getting hit on every one of them, are you like, okay, coach, I love you, but come on.
Yeah.
We got to get a running game going too.
So that moved the ball. I think that should be almost down to the 5 if they still mark it halfway to the distance. Because that's just a spot right now. And here goes half the distance.
3rd and this is their country mile that you guys always talk about.
Yeah, that's the country mile. That's what you look like. When it's over 20 yards to the first down, it is a country mile. Han's actually in the end zone for this shotgun formation. And I know McBain's going to have their ears peering back. This is the time when you hard count them, right? Shotgun formation. Han gets the snap. Hands up in the middle right there to Nick Dunham. But McBain is not given an inch at the moment. And they hit him at the line of scrimmage. No, they take him for a loss. That puts him at the 2-yard line.
Fourth down and long for the Rangers.
Fourth down, Rangers are at their own 2-yard line. 3 minutes and 1 second left. For Berkamos is setting up inside the 30-yard line. To see what's going to happen. Grover is back deep. Now, one of the things about this, even if you don't get the rush, there's a lot of pressure to make everything execute.
A lot of times you see a high snap, a low snap, because there's so much pressure on that long snapper. Plus, they're missing a player. So timeout
So
is
that's
called.
going to be timeout for the Rangers. We'll keep it here for this timeout. We're going to remind you that we'll have the McBain Hardware halftime show. We'll be going over stats and information as well as some analysis of the game. The marching band is on the field, on the track, getting ready to get going. And I tell you what, when that marching band gets on the field, nobody invades their territory. Hey, I want to thank some of the sponsors that make this broadcast happen. McBain Hardware, Taylor Mechanical, Huntington Electric, and Judy K. Gildy Photography. Hey, Lars, I'm going to remind you, you're going to have to get some post-game awards ready to go. So you're going to need to have the Judy K. Gildy Picture Perfect play of the game. You're also going to have to make sure you have the Taylor Mechanical Hawkeye player of the game. In addition to that, you're going to have the Huntington Electric lineman of the game. Then you are going to have the McLean Transmission broadcaster of the game. There's 6 of us to choose from for this time. Just kidding on that one. And don't get the George
way to get McLean in there.
McBain moves, and they don't get it. There's a snap, perfect snap, nice punt right there. Gets it out to the 28-yard line, out of bounds, but he had to rush it.
Off the 25-yard line.
Inside the 30.
McBain will start with the ball at the 29-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10, Ramblers.
Is there still the George Johnson All-Heart Award?
You'll still have the George Johnson All-Heart Award. Halftime's going to be quite special. We'll have a great thing by the marching band when the plumes. We'll have some swing dancing, and then we'll have a football game in the football game. Figure that one out. Shotgun formation, twins on the near, twins on the far. We got Auden Kneeling in motion. Rolling out to the right is Gavin Seelan. Gavin Seelan hits it right there to Justin Camphouse. Justin Camphouse makes a great play. Turns upfield, gets inside the 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Ramblers. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the second quarter. McBain is in business inside the 10. First and goal.
About a 20-yard catch and pass and catch on that.
Exactly. 20-yard pickup. McBain in business once again.
All right. Sealand. Twins on the near. Twins on the far. Shotgun formation. Rodenball's in motion. Sealand rolls out to the left. Looking for Rodenball. He turns around. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ramblers. What a great play right there.
I tell you what, you have the receivers out there. They're all going, hey, I'm open, I'm open. All the defenders are trying to cover him. Sealand puts his head down and turns the Jets on. Boy, that was a burst of speed.
Well, whoever was covering Rodenball was the only man between Sealand and the end zone. And then Rodenball turned upfield, and the defensive back turned his back to Sealand and left it wide open. Makes the score 18-0 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Vandenbos on the near side. Trips on the near side. McBain going left to right on your radio dial. High snap. The magician brings it in. Throws a pass in the middle. He's going to get it to for Berkmos, but there's a flag on the play.
What do you think? An offensive push? Or
I'm thinking so.
Berkmos brought that pass in for the 2-point conversion. We'll see what the flag is for.
Push on the offense.
They called an illegal box out against the Ramblers, and that means they'll mark it back 10 yards and make them do it all over again.
If you decline it, you basically give them 2 points. So.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for the push off, he would have never made the catch.
Right.
So, you know, tick for tack, whatever. All I know is that McBain has to do it all over again.
Gives
and
them
they're
more.
going to do it from the 13-yard line.
Gives them more room in the back of the end zone.
Oh, that's right.
Following placed on the 13-yard line, and the Ramblers will try for the 2-point conversion.
Now, I'm not sure about this, but it looks like it's on the 18-yard line. Lars, can you?
That's a 15-yard penalty, huh?
For the 2-point conversion from 18 yards out.
All right. 2-point conversion, 18 yards out. Bad snap, Sealing hauls it in, blows it deep. He's got wide open Logan Rodenbaugh. That, you can't be any easier than that. 2-point conversion is good. McBain's up 20-0.
So it should have been on the 13, right? But it was on the 18.
Yeah, but Rodenbaugh needed that extra 5 yards because he was caught it within 3 yards of the back line.
With 2:19 left to go here in the second quarter. Ramblers on the scoreboard. They lead at 20.
So it's 2:19 left in the second quarter. McBain's up 20-0. Make sure you stay around for the the McBain Hardware halftime show. But I want to let you know, Lars, if you leave the area, don't worry. You can still listen to us as it'll be broadcast online. All you have to do is do a Google search of 107.9 CDY. You scroll down, and you'll get yourself a little button, and you click on that button, and you can listen to the broadcast. And that's brought to you by McLean Transmission. Didn't know if you knew this or not, but now they actually have a site online where you can look at used cars, stuff like that. None of their cars are over $12,000. They got around 100,000 miles per vehicle, but they have a great selection there, and it's also the best man for transmission. As I've unfortunately had to visit them twice doing tranny work.
Love it with cars.
George Brown getting ready to kick off. Back deep for the Rangers is number 15, Isaac Braden. George Brown. Little squib kick. It's loose on the ball. Bubble, who's going to get it? Oh, it looks like Lucas Golden just missed it, but it will be recovered on that one by Trenton Grover.
So that's a tough one for the front line. Usually you have some linemen, some younger kids in on that front line to block, and this one comes right at him, hits off his shoulder pads, and goes back toward the McBain line coming at. He was able to bear crawl on the ground to get it back.
Manton starting off with their best position of the night on the McBain 49-yard line. First time they're over the 50-yard line all night. 2:18 left in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Gets the snap. He's looking, throws across the middle, complete pass over there, Solani. And he's got big gain there as the biggest offensive play, that was caught by number 5, Cole Rignius. And there's a flag on the play after the play.
Do you think a face mask or a late hit?
Wouldn't he put the flag where it's at right now? That looks like a spot foul, so I'm thinking there's going to be a downfield hold or flip. I'm wondering what he's got going on this play right here.
The refs are even covering their mouths so they can't hear what they're saying. Personal foul against Manton.
After the play, we have a personal foul against the Rangers.
Man, that was Manton's best offensive play right there.
Yeah, but if that's a spot foul, they'll still have the first down.
Probably marked off from the spot following the play. That play's going to stand.
So Manton will still have the first down. They'll just be taking over from the 15 yards. I think they're going to be at the 39-yard line.
15-yard penalty.
The play stands, but could cost us a few yards.
Costly penalty, that pass from Helson to Harris. The Rangers pass.
Ball will be placed on the 39-yard line.
Now the chains already moved, but that could be actually argued if that was actually a first down now, because it's only been maybe a 10-yard gain. I mean, it could be inches. First down 10, 39-yard line. Manton's in business. Best drive they've had all game. Nelson's back in there. He just got flat. It's intercepted by Logan Rodenbaugh, but they are going to be calling it back on roughing the passer. So they are not going to give the touchdown to George Brown. They are going
another flag. So Owen Bonico was able to draw a penalty from Manton. So this is going to be basically offset on penalties. You just replay the down.
What happened on that penalty?
So Owen Bonico's running down in celebration of the touchdown, which is going to get called back for the roughing the passer. And a Manton player just ear-holed Owen Bonico on that. I don't know. You can't really do that to Owen Bonico, but he sure fell pretty quick. So maybe a little acting on his part, too.
Well, McBain knows it's coming back. So 1:49 left, and once again, on a crazy end to a half or a game with the penalty flags.
Yeah.
We have another one.
Now, I'm not. I tell you what, the referees, they have a tough job. As Jay Simon loves to say, the toughest job is officiating as well as mothering, and he wants no business on either one. Did they just call them both against McBain?
They did.
So that's going to
Both penalties are against the Ramblers.
eliminate the interception.
So not only is the interception nullified, but that should be 30 yards of penalties against the Ramblers. I want to let you know you're listening to WCDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City. I thought you said that was
I guess if you get a penalty for getting hit in the helmet and getting knocked on your butt, I guess then that was the call.
We're going to mark it off from there, I believe.
That is our original line of scrimmage.
And they're marking it.
Further into McBain territory.
So the personal foul, roughing the passer, is that they only take one then, right?
25-yard line to the 24.
Or are they still going?
I think they're going to still go.
And then they call the other one unsportsmanlike conduct.
Now, I didn't see that Jacob Hahn was injured at all, but you have Nelson still in.
And here goes the second penalty.
Both penalties will be assessed on the Ramblers.
Lane Nelson.
Because of the severity of the second penalty,
And they're still marking them.
they'll move the Manton Rangers all the way down to the 21-yard line. 1 minute and 49 seconds left.
So
Manton just got 30 yards of penalties.
On an interception.
On an interception for a touchdown.
Their best offense so far.
Maloney wants an explanation on this one. We're going to see what the refs say. He's trying to figure out why that second penalty was called against McBain.
It's called by the far side judge, and he's the one that isn't in the conversation at all.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Kluger Mechanical. The newlyweds are listening. Hey, congratulations on your wedding and that was a beautiful wedding. I got to go to that one. That was quite a privilege. And he's a great sponsor. Brings us AMP Wireless as well as White Pine Boilers and Kluger Mechanical. Big shout out to Aaron and Megan Pluger. Still trying to get used to Megan Pluger. So, Rangers deep in McBain's territory. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Hahn's back. Got a motion to Rendon. Tries to go up the middle. He's got a lot of room right there. He runs into Justin Camphouse, hangs on to him.
Number 4 lane half of the ball carrier.
And Noah Hendrickson makes sure to finish him up, but that's after a 5-yard gain.
Number 22 keep it goes.
To the far side of the field. He did
2nd down and 4 for the Rangers.
Get it turned up. The field got 5.
Gavin Seelan checks in the game real quick.
Clock continues running. About 1:20 left to go here in the second quarter.
No, that looks like it's Lane Hessel at quarterback. Shotgun formation. Drops back, throws it deep into the corner right there. Jump ball right now, out of bounds, incomplete. Great breakup over there by Auden Ealing.
So it makes you wonder if Hahn is out of the game for just being hit so many times.
Well, he's actually playing wide receiver on the near side.
Okay.
Our guy, though, this time also
Exactly, same spot on the field.
Now, Trevor Solani is playing, but he got injured last week, so he's not doing any of the punting duties.
And he's not doing offense.
Not a lot of room.
All right. Hessel in shotgun formation. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Got motion with Rendon. Hands off to Rendon for the jet sweep. Oh, he had a lot of room and he slips. The Turk takes him down after a gain of none. 4th down and 5 for the Rangers. Less than a minute left to go. Down 20-0. Rangers really need a score here. Man, deepest penetration all game inside the McBain Ramblers 10-yard line, and yeah, they need a timeout. Want to let you know you're listening to McBain Ramblers Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
We're going to take a quick timeout. Back to Haley.
Stop into High Point Auto and Truck Center in Cadillac for a great selection of new GMC and Cadillacs. High Point is your premier source for parts, services, tires, accessories, and new and certified used vehicles. We are your one-stop shop for every vehicle need that you may have.
At High Point Auto and Truck, customer satisfaction is our goal. High quality, high standards, but low prices at High Point Cadillac GMC, located at exit 177 in Cadillac.
Welcome back. It's Friday night. There's 44 seconds left in the second quarter. McBain has been up 20-0. The story's been all McBain all night into this drive. Manton Rangers are driving. They're knocking on the door for their first score. They're on the McBain 8-yard line. Fourth and 5. They still have room for a first down. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna. I'm joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen, back at the station. We have Zach Wiggins, and he will be turning the dials. He's doing his best to try and make us sound good. All right, here we go. We got a traditional I formation. Helsel's underneath center. Helsel drops the ball. Ball's on the ground. Doesn't matter what happens here because it'll be a turnover on downs. Officially recovered by Daniel Rodenbaugh, but is now McBain's ball. First down and 10.
So really frustrating for Manton on this. Their deepest penetration, just can't get anything done on that. Give McBain's defense credit. The kind of bend but don't break. So that's 3 fumble recoveries for McBain.
It looks like they are going to go to they like to call it the victory formation, but he goes underneath center, goes back to the shotgun formation, twins on the near, twins on the far. 41 seconds left. Now he's going back to the victory formation. There's a snap, hits the knee. He's going to force Manton to either take a timeout or he's going to have to do it one more time. Hey, your Pizza Plus Cadillac score update. Cadillac's up 12-7 over Gaylord. All right. Shotgun formation. Less than 30 seconds left. Sealan takes it. He drops back. He's looking all around. He's got a little bit of room to run. He looks like he's going to run it. He's going to go out of bounds with 11.9 seconds left. He gets himself, I think, close to a first down on that one. He's going to be short by 3 yards, like I said. Almost a first down.
After gain of 7, it'll be third down and 3 for the Razorbacks.
Seems interesting to take a victory formation and then run a play and then go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's interesting. 11.9 seconds left. McBain's up 20-0. They are deep in their own territory. They're looking to see if they can spring something big. But Manton's got 3 defensive backs 20 yards off the line of scrimmage. They're giving up nothing deep. They got everything short. Twins on the near, solo on the far. Sealan gets it. He gives it to Vanderboss. Vanderboss breaks up the middle, gets a good run there. Takes a bunch of Rangers. He won't go out of bounds on that one. He gets enough for the first down and all the way up to the 25-yard line. Clock is stopped for the chains to move, but I assume that will be the last play of the half. McBain takes a timeout, so they want one more play.
They just want to make this half last as long as possible, huh? Well, interesting on that.
I call that the Ionia call.
You don't go out of bounds, but the clock stops on every first down, so the clock stopped there. 4.2 to go.
Well, you got time to set something up.
You can. You could try a deep one. You never know.
Yeah, you could, maybe you're going to look at a pitch and go. It's not like you could take the timeouts with you into the second half.
You get 3 in the first, 3 in the second?
Yeah, that's right. It's not 6 per game. So we are keeping it here. We'll have the McBain Hardware halftime show where we'll be going over the first half stats. We'll maybe get a chance to talk to some of the Manton people. It's really cool because the Manton broadcast on our sister station 107.1 is right behind us by Rick Swanson and by Jordan Shepard. So here we go. This should be the last play of the half. Shotgun formation. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Sealan's going to keep it. He's got a lot of room up the middle. Now he's going to try to turn the corner. He's going to make it over the 45 to the 50, and he's going to be taken out of bounds. That clock runs out. I don't see any laundry on the play. That should be the end of the first half. McBain is up 20-0. You're listening to the McBain Ramblers Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
High Flow Performance is where you need to go to give your ride that sweet sound. Owner and founder Ryan Westorp uses the best materials and manufactures High Flow's own chamber exhaust. Using CC bending technology in their high-end precision welding shop, they create the highest quality exhaust products on the market today. With superior design and engineering, they'll create that classic muscle car sound and bring new life to your vehicle. Count on High Flow Performance. Follow them on Facebook for more details.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years, and don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live, trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
And we're back. Here in McBain, it's Friday night. Jay is away, so the boys will play. McBain Ramblers are up 20-0. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna. I'm joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen, and back at the studio is Zach Wiggins. You know, this game has been all McBain as they were able to stymie the Manton offense for most of the game into the very last drive. Here's how the scoring went for McBain. At 8 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first quarter, actually started off back up. Opening kickoff, fumble, recovered by the McBain Ramblers. They started business right away on the Manton side of the ball. They drove down, and then with 8:53, fourth down, Gavin Seelan throws a beautiful corner pass for a 27-yard touchdown reception by Garrett Verberkamos. Made the score 6-0, only scoring in the first quarter. Second quarter came back out. McBain 9:17 left. We have Gavin Seelan rolling over to the left. Cuts through the middle, makes a touchdown for McBain. McBain goes up 12-0. And then later in the quarter, 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. 4th down for McBain. Gavin Seelan rolling out to the left. And he's looking for, and the defensive back for Manton turns his back on Gavin. Gavin tucks the ball, goes for a 12-yard run, and makes the score 18-0. Then after a nice penalty, 18-yard 2-point conversion is complete as Logan Ronenbaugh springs himself free for an easy touchdown. That gives us our score. McBain is up 20-0 at halftime. Do want to let you know that over in Manton, excuse me, not Manton, over in Cadillac, Cadillac is up 4-7. It was 12-7 over Gaylord at halftime. And I just want to let you know also that tomorrow's National Coffee Day. So if you go over into Cornerstone and McBain, the best place for coffee I ever been to, they will have specials for you. And check out their Facebook page to find out everything going on here in McBain for National Coffee Day. So just want to let you know the different things going on in McBain. So Lars has left me solo on this one. So we are going to see if I can steal the stats back from Jordan. Just a sec. Well, they look like they're doing a little talking right now, too. So we got the band going on. It's a swing night going on. Great job for the McBain bands at Zoot Suit Riot. Once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. That'd be Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Crandall Precision, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, LC Material, McBain Auto Service, Amp Wireless, Bluger Mechanical. We also have White Pine Boilers, High Flow Performance, Holton LP Gas, Holton from Falmouth Co-op, Misaki Wexford Career Tech Center. We'll have McBain Rural Agricultural School, McLean's Transmission, Northern Trucking, McBain Hardware, Taylor Mechanical, Hunting Electric, and the Judy K. Gildy. So our stats for the first half here. Gavin Seelan, 6 for 9 passing for 75 yards. Justin Campos on a little trickeration, 1 completion to said Gavin Seelan for an 8-yard gain, but that was a turnover and downs. Receiving led by number 4, Justin Campos, 5 catches, 60 yards. Garrett Berkmos, only 1 catch, 24 yards, but it was all athleticism as he's in the back of the corner. Jump ball, just outreached everybody and got the tackle. Logan Ronenbaugh, 1 reception, 1 yard. And of course, Gavin also has a reception for 8 yards. Hey, how about rushing? Well, here we go again. Gavin Seelan, 12 rushes for 55 yards. Logan Vandenbos, he has 6 rushes for 21 yards. Auden Ealing, 4 rushes for 1 yard. And then we have Logan Ronenbaugh, who has been talked behind the line. Defense being led by Logan Ronenbaugh, 5 tackles. 4 tackles, 5 assists. George Brown, who just about had a pick 6 called back on a couple penalties. 2 tackles, 2 assists. Justin Campos, 1 tackle, 2 assists. Owen Bonko, 1 tackle. Logan Vandenbos with 2 tackles. Key stats of the game so far. Manton is at negative 10 yards rushing. And here we go. Big swing dance going on right now as Mr. McBain and Jenna Dick are delighting the fans of McBain with the swing. Swing through the legs, pretty impressive on grass right there. And gotta tell you, Mr. McBain, white tie, white suspenders. He's got the old Zoot Suit hat, black long sleeve shirt, and black pants. He's throwing Jenna Dick all over the place like a little doll. It's quite impressive what's going on with the swing dancing. Well, quite entertaining right now. So, game stats right now. 15 first downs for the Ramblers, only 5 for Manton, and that all happened in the very last drive. Manton is 2 for 10 on their passing for 28 yards, 2 turnovers, 1 on a kickoff, 1 on a fumble. And besides that, it's just been a lot of McBain. Just reminding you, listen to the McBain Hardware halftime show And we are going to take just a break as you're listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
Stop into High Point Auto and Truck Center in Cadillac for a great selection of new GMC and Cadillacs. High Point is your premier source for parts, services, tires, accessories, and new and certified used vehicles. We are your one-stop shop for every vehicle need that you may have. At High Point Auto and Truck, customer satisfaction is our goal. High quality, high standards, but low prices at High Point Cadillac GMC, located at exit 177 in Cadillac.
And the band just delighted this crowd here in McBain with a tribute to swing music. And just want to let you know, it's cold out there, but that's okay. Just text an order over to Cornerstone. They're going to stay open up into the third quarter, and they'll be happy to warm you up. So, Lars, just running back there, I'll tell you what, you are the best dressed color guy we've ever had here in your black and white. Can you talk, or are you still trying to get your breath?
That was fun. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that was a good time. That was Heather Wiggins' idea. Jenna Dick is a senior this year. She's been in dance for years, you know, going through different programs, probably at the Landing Dance Academy in Cadillac. Heather said, hey, we're doing some swing songs. Let's try to put something together. So, hey, let's just add it to my night of color and doing some things like that. But I tell you what, that band looks awesome. I know your kid's in there on the sousaphone. It's been fun watching the growth of the McBain band. I think they're getting ready for a trip. Is it choir first or is it band first? Are the band's going to Disney World this year, right?
Yeah, that is correct. The first week of March, the band will have a chance to go to Disney World. And hey, I was going to give you a chance to do a little play-by-play if you wanted to get an opportunity.
Are you chaperoning that Disney?
No, I am not. So if you would do a little play-by-play about the game going on.
All right. They got my fourth graders out there playing some football. They have the green team versus the yellow team, and they're all set up with flag football. What a great program. They do like 3 hours on a Saturday, and this is a program to get the kids introduced to football really without the contact. Let them play some lines, let them play some running out, passing, catching the ball, and running the ball, and really trying to tear off a flag. That's a lot of strategy. You can't just two-hand touch or one-hand touch. You got to get down there. So if you're good at swinging the hips, you are going to do a good job as a running back.
But it also teaches you proper tackling technique when you're trying to get a flag, because usually you got to try and get them at the waist where it's ideal for the tackle.
Yeah, you cannot put your head down. Oh my gosh, the double reverse. Little Al Thomas is carrying the ball. Oh, he got tackled in the backfield by Josh Rodenbaugh. Great play by another Rodenbaugh, the youngest of them coming up.
All right.
Triple reverse did not work.
So as we're doing that, we got 8 minutes left here in the McBain Hardware halftime show. Lars, I want your thoughts and opinions of the first half.
I'll tell you what, Gavin Seelan has still done a nice job putting his head down, burst of speed. He has 2 touchdowns, a 5-yard run and a 9-yard run. You know, he's carried the ball for other amounts also, but nothing really, you know, no 20-yarders except for the last play with 4 seconds to go. On defense, it looks like Rodenbaugh is leading the charge with the most tackles, but it's so hard when there is a huge team or swarm tackle going on. So,
all right, so Lars, we went through the stats, but you haven't had a chance to really look at that. Give me your analysis of what you see is happening out here and what you expect for the adjustments to be made and see what's going to happen in the second half.
So what I like is how McBain is spreading the ball around. Gavin Seelan has 12 rushes for 55 yards. Logan Vandenbosch, 6 rushes for 21 yards. Auden Ealing has 4 rushes for 7 yards. And Logan Rodenbaugh has 1 rush for a -4, but that was one of those pitches and the blocking wasn't out there. What I like is they're spreading the ball around. You cannot stop just one player on the McBain team and expect to win the game. On the defensive side, wow, that is McBain's bread and butter right now. They are doing a great job. Rodenbaugh is leading with 9 total tackles. George Brown has 4. Justin Camphouse 3. Owen Bonico really only has 1 tackle. But do you realize how many times he's in the backfield hitting the quarterback? Now, after the pass is thrown, but still getting in the quarterback's head. It came down late. They even switched quarterbacks to try to get Hahn out as a receiver, or did Hahn say
to keep him healthy for another
yes,
week?
Exactly. So really a nice defensive job. Not a ton of total tackles, but Manton really hasn't had a sustained drive. So you're not going to get a ton of tackles when they're 3 and out or 6 and out. So it's tough to get a lot of tackles. So really, Logan Rodenbaugh has been all over the field.
Oh, he has, and it's only high school, and they don't keep time of possession, but I bet you Manton's offense has been on the field more than 6 minutes.
And if you don't have the ball, you can't score. And really, Manton's best play was the 2 15-yard penalties that they added together, which I'm still confused about. So you had one during the play, and then you add to it the one after the play. It's not Manton coach can pick and choose which one he wants. He got both.
No, yeah, that's right. And the ruling is the fact that the second one was a flagrant penalty of a personal foul. It cannot be, it can offset, but it cannot be disallowed because of a bad choice a player made on the field. So you had to take the roughing the quarterback and follow that up with, really, you're going to take off again? I just got you back. Anyways, Mr. McBain is starting to warm up a little bit as he's done sweating, and he's getting ready for the next half. So 4 minutes and 50 seconds left, and then we'll have the magic 3 minutes. And we're just going to let you know you're listening to the McBain Hardware Halftime Show. You're listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education.
When it's late,
give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
Touchdown, ran for a touchdown, and he's caught a pass. So in the second half, I heard he's going to actually throw a pass to himself.
There you go. That's where the magician would come. Yeah, I have him for 2 touchdowns, a 5-yard and a 9-yard. And then he threw a 26-yard touchdown pass to Garrett Verberkmos on that. But I'll tell you what, Justin Camphouse, to me right now, has been the key to this game. He's had about 4 or 5 pass receptions that kept drives alive.
Yeah, and he was last week's Hawkeye co-player of the game with Bam Bam Noah Henriksen. And you can see the punishment that Bam Bam's been delivering this game also.
Again, not a lot of total tackles for McBain, but Manton's had a lot of 3 and outs, 6 and outs that you're not going to rack up a lot of them. And then if they throw an incomplete pass, nobody gets a tackle on that either. So
that is true. As Hans went 2 for 10 on his passing. That's 8 stop balls, no tackle anywhere. So as the teams are just finishing to wrap up, and it looks like the flag football are going to do one more drive each just to get that chance. And what a great opportunity. I want to remind you, you're listening to the McBain Hardware Halftime Show.
You know, this is a neat opportunity for those kids on the field where they get to run around where the JV and varsity kids play. They're role models. These kids are 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders flying around on a striped field with numbers on the sideline and a lot of people in the stands. It's kind of a dream come true for some of them. I hope they don't get spoiled by that already and not want it more later in life.
Hey, I got to tell you this story. A couple weeks ago, Aaron Pluger of Amp Wireless and White Pine Boilers and he was getting married, and I went to McNally's. I saw him at McNally's before the day before or the morning before he was getting married, and the hardware store was closed. I said, Aaron, you're so important. The hardware is even closing for your wedding? And he laughs and goes, no, Trevor got married today. So we had 2 marriages on the same day. 4 of our sponsors, so.
And actually, Trevor's done some broadcasts with you and with me also, so they've helped out on the radio broadcast. I saw Trevor a while ago, and
he's tonight.
He's here?
Yeah.
Man, good to have him back. So he says, hey, had such a good time doing that. When we doing it again? I'm like, hey, how about this weekend? How about next weekend? Whatever. He goes, no, that's the rehearsal dinner, and then no, I'm moving downstate. So, okay, Trevor, you want to do it, but you don't live in the area anymore.
All right. You've been listening to the McBain Rambler Halftime Show, and you listen to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it, it's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week, locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain student athletes.
Kelly's Pizza and Grill in McBain would like to take this opportunity to thank their loyal customers for all their years of support. It's with your patronage that Kelly's Pizza and Grill can continue to support local schools, churches, and charities, not to mention keep serving up great tasting breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 6 till 10. Always doing their best to serve the McBain community, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, 100 Maple Street in the heart of McBain.
And we're back. It's Friday night. It's the end of halftime. We're in McBain. Big Highland Classic showdown. 2 teams met for the first time in 1971. They
were you there?
A year after I was born.
There you go.
But I'll tell you what, there was a 17-year hiatus when the Manton Rangers left the Highland Conference and they went and joined the Northwestern Conference. But they came back to home, came back to roost, and now it's in a classic game. These 2 teams have quite the rivalry, as they are they've been at the top of the Highland Conference for basketball for the last 4 seasons, having some of the best district games I ever remember. And usually the winner of the district game between the 2 would move on to the state quarterfinals.
Looking at the score, the wins and losses versus 1971, they played 46 times, and McBain holds a 29-17 lead.
Do you realize that McBain has a winning record against everybody in the Highland Conference except for 1 team?
Yeah, that 1 team has not won a game yet this year.
That's right. The Beale City Aggies, who McBain will be playing next week down in Beale City, has yet to win this season. They are playing Everett tonight. We'll see how that goes. But they are uncharacteristically 0-5.
That should be a good game between Beale and Everett, actually. Now, interesting score. McBain is up 20-0 right now. And when Manton played Beale City, it was just a 1-point score, a 1-score game. So there's really a nice chance for McBain to really pound on Beale City this year if this game holds out.
Just telling you, the winner of this game will be in the driver's seat for a playoff position. If Matt can come back and win this one, it'll be one game away from guaranteeing playoffs. McBain, if they can win, will move to 4-2, 2 games away from it. We're getting ready for the second half. As back deep is George Brown, the third, getting ready to kick is Trent Grover. Trent Grover kicks off. It's an onside kick. There is a penalty. Oh, I bet you McBain wishes they could decline it.
Do you think it's a dead ball? If they decline it, the results of it.
It should be a dead ball as soon as it was offside,
Okay.
so they have to move back.
Because the ball
5
never
yards.
went 10, which would have automatically given it to McBain. So now they've proven that they have an onside. Do you move anybody up or not?
Well, I'm looking at the line right now, and you got Austin Abbott, you got Sebastian Madsen, you have Ethan Barton.
Jacob Boven's up there.
Jacob Boven's up there.
You can tell Madsen with his bushy hair. What a great hairstyle.
Troy. All right, Grover gets back to kick for a second time. And he kicks it deep. This one is going to go right into the hands of Justin Camphouse. Justin Camphouse gets it at the 30-yard line. He's running all the way across the other side. He's got some room. Trent Grover's going to try and run him down. Great step out for an extra 10 yards on that one. He gets it all the way back to the Manton 42-yard line. McBain's in business right off the bat. First and 10 at the 42.
Right off the bat.
About an 18-yard return, but he ran 50 yards east and west. Great return by Justin Camphouse.
Hey, that's what McBain wants to do. Last week against Pine River, they only scored twice to start each of the halves. They started a score at the beginning of the first half this game. Let's see what happens on this one. We got spread formation. There's a handoff over to Rodaball on the outside. Rodaball gets ready to turn the corner. Gets up. He looks like he's going to get a 7-yard gain, taken down by a posse of Rangers. He gets it all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down by number 2, Jacob R.
Again, Logan started on the near side, ran all the way to the far side, almost a 40-yard run to get his 7 yards. It's a nice warm-up after halftime.
That's right. You used to do the sprints just to get going.
Coach Maloney using the whole field.
No huddle either side. Mirror offenses. Here goes McBain. Vandenbos is on the right-hand side, now back on the left-hand side. Shotgun formation. Berkmos is alone on the near side. McBain's going from left to right on your radio dial. Motion comes to Ealing. There's a keeper for Sealand. Sealand's going to turn the corner. He gets the first down and a little bit more. Breaks the tackle, gets all the way down to the 22-yard line. Move the chains.
About 15 yards on that play. One of his longer runs of the night. But the speed on him is amazing.
First and 10 from the 22-yard line. 11:37 left in the third quarter. McBain's up 20-0 at this point. Shotgun formation. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Louis on the right-hand side. Fake screen's going to go deep to Berkmos. Cuts a little bit short there. What a fantastic cover on that one by Cole Regniers.
Garrett went to the ground, probably knowing he couldn't get it, and he tried to go through the receiver to get it, probably looking for a flag after a while because he knew he couldn't catch it. The ball was short.
Hoping for a flag. There was no flag that should be thrown on that play. That was well covered. That's the first time I've seen Sealand underthrow a receiver.
And Sealand had a nice fake on that. He faked a screen to the left and then threw deep.
Trips on the near side, shotgun formation. Vandenbos is on his right-hand side. Here's the snap. He's rolling out to the right. Quick quarterback thing. Throws over to Vandenbos. The magician gets his throw off. Vandenbos is going to the end zone. Oh, in for a touchdown. The magician halfway down to the ground. Flips it forward. Finds number 35. Touchdown, Ramblers.
Vandenbos luckily got that pass because Sealand looked like he was going down. It looked like a little, the Lions quarterback, Stafford, throwing sidearm when he's got two guys on him, somehow got it away. And did you see the burst of speed by Vandenbos?
Oh, you give him a little bit of space. He has two moves, that's a step to the left or run you over. And that one, he just took a step to the left and he was gone.
Vandenbos had that knee brace last year, didn't play last year, but once you get that thing oiled and going, he can really move.
And there's another jump pass to the corner, wide open. Rodenbaugh for a 2-point conversion. Little jump pass. McBain up 28-0. And their offense looks good. And the Magician pulls out another fantastic play.
That looks like the RPOs that they're running in the NFL, the run pass option. And the key to that play, no linemen downfield.
That is true on the way that this is set up. And the way that the wide receivers are able to block, they don't have to.
All the money back to
do that.
wanted to remain anonymous. I would like to.
So McBain up 28-0 with 11:24. McBain scores to start the quarter off on their first drive. The Magician.
That was cute.
Yeah. Al Thomas just wanted to give a big shout out to McBain Party Story. He said the guy who won the 50-50 wanted to stay anonymous, but thanks. Stop by McNally's to thank the generous donor, whoever it happens to be. Well played, Al. Well played.
Future politician right there. I see that.
Second half.
All right.
More points on the board. A 21-yard pass from Sealand to Vandenboss. 2-point conversion.
George Brown getting ready to kick off. Right in back deep. George Brown, he has the football. No T. Lena Seams on the strings. Is getting ready to kick off. We'll see what he's going to do with this one. He gets back, gets that weird spin, hits the ground. Immediately recovered on that one is by Cole Rignis. And it'll be first down 10 for the Manton Rangers at the 40-yard line.
Now, Reganeris has had some nice plays this game. I wonder if he went down right away, not knowing where the closest Rambler was. Because looking back at that, he had some room to try to run, but it was only a 15, 20-yard kick. Probably thought that McBain's breathing down his neck.
Luke Hulsel stays at quarterback as Hahn is going to be playing wide receiver. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Matt in the white on white, going right to left on your radio style. Shotgun formation. Reading in motion, tries to get to the corner, turns it back up. Skolton on the tackle, breaks Skolton, and he's got a big burst. It's got to be one man. Raiden looks like he's getting in the end zone. McGillis can't catch him. No flag. Touchdown, Rangers.
Touchdown run in by number 15.
60 yards.
A 60-yard, one play. All the offense in the first half combined didn't match that, but that was a big answer because if you did not score on this drive, the momentum may have been too much for Manton to overcome. So big run, touchdown for Manton, making the score 28-6. 11-11 left in the third quarter.
Just some great blocking on the line by Manton, and once he turned the corner, a couple missed tackles, and he was gone.
Now the Rangers lining up for their first extra point attempt of the night. And
Hahn goes back underneath in the shotgun. Behind him is Dunham. Hessel goes to Hahn to pull back, throw in the corner, wide open, out of bounds. No good.
So he caught the ball, but he was already deep into out of the back of the end zone. Point after is no good.
So
great catch though.
Yeah, that was a great catch there, and Auden Neely must have known he was well out of bounds because he really didn't give up much of a fight at that point. So he stopped at the line and let him keep on going past the line, realizing
like a wall at the border.
That's right. So 11-11 left in the third quarter. Both teams have already scored, and we haven't gotten a minute off of the clock.
Wow.
So Manton's getting ready to kick off. Back deep for the McBain Ramblers, number 24, George Brown, the third. Trent Grover, number 6 for Manton, getting ready to kick off from the 40-yard line.
Set to kick for the Rangers, number 6. Trent Grover back to return to the Ramblers, number 24. On the board. George Brown.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if that touchdown was a bad thing. McBain defense needs to start respecting this offense. They may have been a little bit too much swag going on. Grover onside kick right into the hands of. Well, that was not Ethan Barton.
Was it one? Was it Caleb Abbott?
That was Brant Bonico with the recovery. Not often an offensive lineman gets called on the radio, but Brant Bonico gets on that one, and they'll make it first attempt for the McBain Ramblers from the 45-yard line.
And they'll take it over.
As they go no huddle on this one.
Well, it's got to be a little bit of a boost to
they got
to get on the board.
Off balance line as the guard, Owen Bonacle's moved on to the end on the near side. Sealand's going to follow that. He's got a little room for running. Follows the big Vandenbos and Bonacle for a gain. That's a 9-yard gain. That makes it second down. Well, it's going to be close to a first down. We'll see what the officials decide. Hey, just want to let you know, if you are leaving the McBain or our listening area, you can still listen to this game anywhere on the World Wide Web. Thanks to McLean Transmission for our online streaming sponsor. All you have to do, go to Google and just Google search 107.9 Wcdy. When the webpage pops up, go down the right-hand side and click on the McBain Manton logo, and you'll be able to listen to the game online. It is second down and less than 1. Shotgun formation, rotor ball in motion. Sealand decides to keep it. Great penetration on that one by Connor McGraw, and that'll be a loss of 2, making it third down and 3 for the Rangers.
Yeah, great penetration by Manton. Gavin Sealand wasn't able to do anything. And I was like, I wonder if he thinks about passing the ball right here, but I imagine that's a called run play, so there's linemen downfield, which he knows he can't do that.
All right, twins on the near, twins on the far. Vandenbos, shotgun formation. Vandenbos on the left-hand side. There's going to be a swing pass over to Camphouse. It's been all day on that one. Camphouse catches it, straight up corner. He's got a lot of room. He finally gets pushed out of bounds, but not until he gets it up to the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for the Ramblers.
By the Rangers. So
27 yards there.
First down, Ramblers.
How valuable is that if you can take away Berkmos to have the type of season that Camphouse is putting together?
Now, Berkmos only one pass. It's a great touchdown catch, but only one pass, right?
But he's getting all the attention.
Of course, he had the one deep in the end zone, too, but that was called back. Wasn't that him, or was that someone else?
That was Rodenbaugh.
Rodenbaugh.
From the shotgun.
Shotgun formation. We've got a little bit of movement on the line, but nothing done. Sealand's trying to set up the offense right now. The formation. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Shotgun.
Delay game.
Delay game. McBain couldn't set up the offense.
Be a 5-yard penalty. First down and 15 for the Ramblers.
First down and 10 for the Ramblers on the 30-yard line. The score is 28-6. 10-18 left in the third quarter. McBain is up at the moment. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. We have Zach Wiggins back at the studio trying to make us sound better.
How's that working?
He's earning his money tonight. Shotgun formation. On Ealing in motion. Sealand tries to keep it, goes up the middle, but there is just a jailbreak of Rangers coming up through the middle. Throws them down for another loss of 3. That'll make it second down and 18.
Second down and 18.
So, remember the game a few weeks ago where both teams was at Lake City? Both teams in the third period were just moving backwards instead of forwards? It's starting to look like that.
Well,
Yeah, very good.
all right.
Second down, 17.
Second down and 18. Gavin Sealand, shotgun formation. Trips on the near side. He's looking to throw a pass. Looking deep. He's going over the middle. The rolling ball. Catches it in the end zone. Touchdown. Ramblers. I ain't seeing a flag. I see the arms go up.
32-yard touchdown pass there.
9 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter. 34-6. McBain goes up. Rodenbaugh with the touchdown catch to add to his 2 two-point conversions. And he wasn't even open. He was thrown open on that one.
He was well covered by Raiden on that. Just able to slip through at the last second.
2-point conversion right here. Trips on the near side. Same formation. Sealand's rolling out to the right. He's under pressure. Gives it to Camphouse. Camphouse breaks 2 defenders. Gets in there for the 2-point conversion. Now makes it 36-6. Ramblers. So, with 9 minutes and 37 seconds left, McBain's up 36-6. You listen to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years And don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live, trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
Good Friday night. The McBain offense is starting to click as they are up 36-6 with 9:37 left in the third quarter. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. We want to thank our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Crandall Precision, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, and LC Material. George Brown back to kick again.
Hey, that's the fun part about these games. You a lot of kickoffs when you score a lot of points.
All right, George Brown back. Kicks it sideways. We're going to get another offside on the Ramblers. Move it back 5 yards again. That's the third offside penalty on the kickoff this game.
No, even Manton had one of them, but I think it was on my cousin, and that just shows the speed that's in our family.
That's right. That's what I thought.
Now, the worst part is he was the one right on the ball. Like, he was right next to the kicker, so he could see where he was at.
Well, he told me it was his brother.
Oh.
Top 36. Now they'll attempt another kickoff.
All right, now George Brown do it all over again from the 35-yard line. And Radin's back deep for Isaac. Radin's back deep at the 28-yard line for Manton. And there's an onside kick, bounces around. This house loose. It's going to be from Rooney, who's got it right now. That looks like a lot of green jerseys. And there's George Brown, the kicker.
The kicker got it back.
The kicker recovers his own
must have
kick.
touched like 6 kids out there.
Third turnover for the Rangers. McBain's offense back on the field. Manton's only been on the field. Their offense has only been on the field for one play. And a 60-yard touchdown play, but it was only one play. McBain, 1st and 10 on the Manton 47-yard line. Looking like they could try and add to the lead. We got trips on the far side. For Burkmos on the near side. McBain going left to right on your radio dial. Shotgun formation. Rodenball in motion. Sealand drops back. A lot of time. Looking for someone. Tries to throw it to Sealand or Camphouse. And it was at his feet. Incomplete pass, 2nd down 10.
A lot of players holding their arms out like, who was that too? You know what? When the ball's in the air, go get it. It's our ball. Go get it. You know?
Yeah. If you can get it, get it.
Again, Rangers getting pressure every possession. And
I thought the offensive line did a pretty good job on that one.
Good protection there.
They had to bring the extra linebackers in there to try and cover them.
Spread formation.
All right, we got spread formation. Trips on the far side for Verkos on the near side. Shotgun formation. Here comes Rodenball in motion. Fake hand out to Rodenball inside the Sealand. Sealand spins out of the tackle. He's still dancing around. The Magician's going to be getting the first down and a little bit more as he gets a 12-yard gain and makes it all the way down to the 35-yard line for the McBain Ramblers.
About a 15-yard gain for him on that. Now the last couple runs has been -2, -3. Nice to get some positive yards for Gavin Sealand.
Can you say Barry Sanders?
That was pretty exciting. A spin, he's almost to the ground, pops back up without going down.
If Barry Sanders could throw a pass while being tackled, that, yeah.
Yes.
Clock continues to run. 9:08 left to go here in the third quarter.
9 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. McBain's up 36-6, and they're starting to drive again. First down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation, twins on each side. Sealand's rolling out to pass. He's going to keep it. He's going to get to that side. He's going to run out of bounds about the 28-yard line. That should be good for a 7-yard gain.
So we'll make that a gain of about 7 or 8. We'll check the spot.
Yeah, the ref keeps moving, so yeah, it looks about an 8-yard gain. Maybe 9.
Number 5, Ulrich Harris. He's 2nd down and 2 for the Ramblers.
8 minutes and 49 seconds. Smart play by Sealand to get out of bounds. Don't take any hits you don't need.
Yeah, exactly. And Logan Vandenbos, Louis in the backfield. He was running like he was running a pass route, and once he got by the defender, he just turned, and now he becomes a blocker.
Now we have George Brown III in the backfield. Twins on the near, Twins on the far. The Browns in the backfield. Rodenball in motion. Hand out to Rodenball. Rodenball turns it up. Should be enough for the first down. A little bit more for a 4-yard gain. First down and 10 for the Ramblers from the 23-yard line.
First down again. McBain Ramblers.
Brought down by number 2, Jacob Walker. Be first down, Ramblers.
All the way across to it.
Keep the clock moving.
Takes up the center. Met by.
Boy, this is the clock doesn't move very fast for the amount of action we're getting.
Yeah, it's actually exciting football to watch, and this is what Pat Maloney's had in his mind the whole year. It's just taken this many games to have some fun with it.
George Brown handed up the ball, turns the corner right there, and he lays on his shoulder for an extra 3 yards.
How did that ball even get into his belly? That looked like a high snap. Looked like Gavin didn't even have it for a second.
No, it didn't. But to tell you what, George Brown has a big window to put it in when he's at 6'4". So it'll be second down and 3 for the Ramblers as they are now on the 18-yard line. Clock is moving. 8:21 left in the third quarter. Oh, stops because of the outbound. Sorry. Twins on the near. Twins on the back. Ronald back. Here's that swing pass to George Brown. George Brown is turning upfield. Looking for just putting shoulders down. They can't bring him down until he's over the 10-yard line. First down and 10 for the Ramblers. I think they're trying to force a score out of Brown here.
Yeah, get him in there. You know, still a lot of time on the clock. But, yeah, why not spread the ball around? These kids have been practicing all year round. Let's see how many different players you can get to score.
I think it's more than that, why they're trying to get him to score.
Is George from
George
Manton?
Brown
Is
in
that what you're
motion.
trying to say?
Hand off to Brown. Sealing keeps it, runs it up the middle, gets it all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Probably purposely went down on the 1-yard line, right?
Yeah, but that ruins my fantasy stats. Under 8 minutes left in the third quarter. McBain up 36-6, knocking on the door. Second down and 1 from the 1. 1 yard to pay dirt. Look for George Brown in motion. Hand out to Louis. Louis dives over the top. Looking for the official.
Don't give it to him.
And it doesn't look like they're giving him the touchdown.
No, so
he had a gain of 9. Touchdown, Ramblers!
Well, way to keep us in suspense there, Mr. Official. That was about the longest touchdown.
The longest 1-yard touchdown.
Now, Louis showed some jumping ability there. He almost got 6 inches off the ground.
He got vertical.
And honestly, you don't want him going too high in the air where he could get smucked.
That's true.
It looked like he was belly flopping into a pool.
Quick for the 2-point conversion. Sealing, shotgun or pistol formation. Big swing, heads up the middle of the Vanderboss. He goes nowhere on that one.
Let me guess, 77.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Yeah, good old
Renfer with the big hit up there.
That kid is a player. He can play.
So, 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third quarter. McBain is up 42-6. We want to let you know we're going to stay here. Though we do want to thank the sponsors that make this game possible. Thank you, Amp Wireless, Kluger Mechanical, High Flow Performance, Holton LP Gas, Falmouth Co-op, and the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center. Without their support, we cannot do this. So please make sure you stop in any one of these businesses that support these games and high school sports and thank them for letting us go in the air and letting you guys to enjoy all these games. So, want to also remind you that if you leave the McBain area, you don't have to just turn off the radio. You can listen to us online. As last week we had someone from New Orleans listening to us.
Nice.
We had someone from Virginia listening to us. We had someone in Puerto Rico listening to us. And Malin Asperger over in Sweden is actually listening to us. And I want to thank McLean Transmission for being our online sponsor. George Brown kicks it off, immediately recovered right there.
Reganeris.
And it will be 1st and 10 for the Rangers from their own 40-yard line.
And the Rangers will go on the offense again. 1st and 10 from their own.
So let's see if Manton's got a 60-yard run play in their playbook. That worked for him last time.
They're at the exact same distance they were last time in this situation.
Still just under 7 minutes in the third quarter. Pat Maloney getting some subs in the game.
Last possession, they fumbled away, but the time before that, here in the second half, they just put 6 points on the board.
Hustle's under center. He drops back. Everyone's coming for McBain. Throws up a wounded duck there. Hahn's trying to outfight for it. Incomplete pass. There's no flag on the play.
Seems like a good idea to have a 6'7" kid back there at free safety to try to knock those tip balls down.
You know, I was talking to Mike Dunn from the Misaki Sentinel on the Cadillac News, and he said one of the big things that McBain has going for them is not only do they have height, but they really cut the long game because you really have to throw it extra high to get over those guys. Yeah. Helsel, shotgun formation, twins on the near, twins on the far, rolls out for the option play, gets wrapped up right on that one immediately. I'm going to give that one to Lucas Skolton on the tackle.
Number 4 lane, Helsel, the ball carrier.
Great tackle by Logan Rodenbaugh. And that makes it 3rd down and 10. I want to let you know you are listening to 107.9 Wcdy, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City.
Looks like Caleb Abbott's in there. Not Caleb, I keep calling him that. That's his little brother. Austin Abbott's in there at nose guard.
All right. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Here's the snap. Helsel, quick snap over there to Hahn. Hahn, let's get him hit again by Rodenbaugh, and then Louis decides to throw another shoulder to it, but it moves him forward for the first down. First down and 10 at the 50-yard line. We are in a running clock situation as McBain is up by 35, actually 36, but at 35 it's a running clock. So tips is your key to remembering when they'll stop. That will go for timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores. Quick pass over there to Rejon. Rejon is tackled high on that one by George Brown III. And that will now make it 2nd down and 6. Manton's offense looks a lot better this half than they did in the first half, and they are starting to move the ball again.
Yeah, and some of the players out there are getting into personal battles. Instead of going for the tackler, they're just trying to get off the block, not realizing where the ball was.
4:30 left to go in the third quarter.
You got twins on the near, twins on the far. Shotgun formation. Helsel's getting ready. We got motion on this one. Helsel keeps it up the middle. He's got a lot of room. He's going to get up to the first down, and then he's cut down right in half. On that one by Auden Ealing.
Great tackle by the small guy, Auden Ealing, bringing the wood on that, you know. Helsel was doing a good job getting through there, had the momentum, and all of a sudden stopped.
Yeah.
That was another one.
Jacob Bova checks to the game for the McBain Ramblers.
There are images of each other here.
Here we go. Shotgun formation. Helsel quick over to Hahn. Hahn's trying to outrun Verberkbos. Verberkbos wrap him up and pull him out of bounds. That should be enough for a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. McBain up 42-6.
2nd down and 7 for the Rangers.
They got McBain's offense on both sides of the ball.
Must have stayed in bounds. Clock still running, or
no, it's running clock.
Running clock.
At that quarterback position and just getting them balls out there.
Twins on the near, twins on the far. Readjusting over there is Nick Dunham. Helsel gets the snap. He's looking for a deep. He's going deep. He's going for it all. He's got Hahn in the corner. Overthrows. Sorry, not Hahn, but he overthrows. Yeah, it was Hahn. He overthrows Hahn. Incomplete pass. But that keeps the clock going.
Pass intended for number 9, Jacob Hahn. 3rd down and 7 for the Rangers.
That was a close one there. Well thrown ball. Hahn had some good speed. Got past the defender. Just looked a little high, maybe out of bounds.
Hit to it. And just outside of the reach.
Shotgun formation, twins on the far, twins on the near. Also calls it. There's a quick blitz there by George Brown. Tries to get the screen pass. Does not go anywhere, incomplete. There's a little boys being boys downfield. And there's a flag on that one. We're going to see which way that's going to go. They could actually call it both ways. We'll see who gets the penalty on this one.
Right there off the get-go.
There's a second penalty on the
2 flags on the play.
The play, so the second one's going to be really big on them. And it looks like McBain Ramblers going to be put in timeout.
It was an incomplete pass on 3rd and 7. And we'll see what the penalty will result in. We're getting a call here. Sure. Yeah.
2 personal fouls against each team. They are offsetting.
Penalties, one against the Ramblers, one against the Rangers.
Unsportsmanlike against McBain. So the offsettings are offset, but they're going to do the personal foul. And I think they're going to march at 15 yards and give Manton the first down.
Looks like we did have a total of 3 flags, and then 2 offsettings, personal fouls on each side, and then we're going to get an unsportsmanlike on McBain.
Tell you what, that McBain player that's set in timeout better be careful, because if he gets thrown out of the game, he can't play next week against Beale City.
He's had quite a good game, too.
He's had a great game.
Now, one of the officials going over to explain to Coach Solani
I assume
just what is transpiring on the play.
that it's going to be offsetting, and then they're going to do the personal, the unsportsmanlike dead ball foul.
So they haven't moved anything yet, though.
Nothing walked off just yet. They have the wall.
So the refs are talking about it.
There's your 15 yards.
So
15-yard penalty enforced on the Ramblers and give the Manton Rangers a first down.
It is a 15-yard penalty.
a lot of flags for an incomplete pass.
That's right. We have 45 yards of penalties on an incomplete pass that ends up with Manton a net gain of 15 yards. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Since that's a penalty, the clock stopped. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third quarter. McBain's up 42-6, but Manton's driving again.
2:29 left to go here in the third quarter, McBain.
Worst part about being in a timeout is now you're right next to Coach Maloney, who's letting you know that we can't have that as a team.
And they start the clock right now. Twins on the near, twins on the far, shotgun formation. Helsel, Radin's in motion. He scored from this play, and he's turning up the circle, trying to get to there, but he's cut down quickly by Auden Ealing, but not until he got himself a 9-yard gain. Second down and 1 for the Manton Rangers. They are on the McBain 10-yard line.
Second down and 3 for the Rangers.
Take that back, 13-yard line.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Really nice play, and that was designed to even go out a little bit farther. We found that seam right there.
Here's what I like seeing. I'm looking on the sideline, Gary, and the player that's in timeout, he's getting a lot of individual conversations from his teammates who are talking about, hey, we need you not to do these personal fouls, and just everybody's kind of saying a little thing about, hey, we need you as a team.
All right, switch over there. Oh, nowhere for Nick to go as he is immediately hit. Nick Bottom was put on, or Dunham was put on his bottom for a loss of 9 yards. Third down and 9.
Campy's playing out of his mind today.
He is having, last week was the Camp House coming out party, but this week he says, I don't want to split the Player of the Game award. Let's see what he's got, as we'll have the Hawkeye Player of the Game at the end. Brought to you by Taylor Mechanical. Third down and 9. Helsel's looking for the pass. Throws it over the middle. Picked up by Verbergmos. Verbergmos is going the other way with the ball. Can anyone catch him? It looks like Dunham is going to be the only one to challenge him. Great move to the inside by Verbergmos. Now he's fighting against Hahn. Hahn is going to be pulled up. He breaks the tackle, makes the touchdown. No flag right there. Hahn wants a face mask call on the straight arm. What a muscle play.
81 yards. 81 yard. That was where the ball was, though, so it could have been even longer that.
Yeah. You know what? He caught that at the 5-yard line. I'm giving 95-yard touchdown pick 6, where he had to do some of your dance moves at 14 yards out as he cuts back and turns around, goes another direction with the straight arm, and he drags Hahn for the last 5.
I couldn't tell if it was 34 or 35 next to him, who was supposed to be blocking for him. So was it Louis or was it Rodenbaugh? Anyway, Rodenbaugh is like, oh, I'll go help block here to the left. And then Verbergmos outruns him.
Yeah. Inside handoff to Bam Bam. Bam Bam gets a chance to play running back again this season. He scores the 2-point conversion, now makes the score 50, or the kids like to say 50-6. With 51 seconds left.
Takes over and doesn't need his block on the left side. He needs the block on the right side, and then he stiffs arm him for like 20 yards. It was an amazing individual performance right there.
Hey, you're listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
And welcome back to the McBain Community Sports Complex. I'm here with Gary Vanna. This is Lars Ferdine. There is 51 seconds to go in the third period. McBain is ahead 50-6. An amazing interception and 95-yard pick six, basically. For Berkmos made an amazing individual effort to take the ball all the way down. Did have a blocker, but didn't need him. Ended up stiff-arming a Manton player for about 15 yards to dive across the end zone. Great individual effort. 50-6. Camp House kicking off. Reganeris takes it. He's going to run across the field. He's got some blockers. He's at the 40s, 45, stops at the 50. Still running at the 55, about 45-yard line of the McBain territory. Great run by Reganeris. Reganeris has been taking the kickoffs, and there's been a lot of kickoffs today. And this one he took and showed what he could do. So Josh Hart on the tackle.
After a 20-yard return, I'll bring up first down and 10 for the Rangers.
So Manton only has 6 points this game. They have to figure out a way to score 44 points in the last quarter. There's about 12 seconds to go in the third. Maybe one play that will be run before the fourth quarter.
If they get this off before the end, they do. Helsel takes a snap.
Helsel hands it off to Rover. Rover gets about 5 yards. Tackled by Daniel Rodenbaugh. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. With the score of McBain Ramblers 50, the Manton Rangers 6. We'll be right back after these messages.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
And we're back here in McBain. Manton's got the ball at the McBain Ramblers 38-yard line. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Ferdine, and we have Zach Wiggins back there, turning the dials, trying to make it sound good. Also, quick pass over to Hahn. He moves it to Camp House, holds him up until Kaden McGillis can finish him off. Just want to give you the Pizza Plus Cadillac scoring update as Gaylord comes back and wins 21-12 over Cadillac.
Wow.
Correction number 15.
Well, Raiden had a nice catch on that, but couldn't get away from Caden McGillis on that. Caden had to fight through a blocker to get through. So third down and 6 for Manton, but they're in McBain territory.
We got one on the near side. In motion on this one. Ball's on the ground. It's been all problem all game. Who's got the fumble recovery?
This is the fourth one, Gary, that McBain's gotten.
I want Brendan Rose to have it. Clock keeps moving. I'm giving that one to Lucas Skolton on the fumble recovery. First down and 10 for McBain.
You know
They
what?
got the ball on the 42-yard line.
It did look like Brendan Rose.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
It looks like Owen Barnacle and Drew Vanna's night is over as Daniel Maloney and Jacob Bovic check into the game for the Ramblers. And Gavin Seelan's night's also over as Daniel Rodenbaugh is going to be the quarterback with Bam Bam and his running back. I like to see this get some good experience for Rodenbaugh at this point.
Now, how much time do they have?
Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Hand off to Bam Bam. Bam goes up the middle. He's met immediately on that one. Oh, I guess who he ran into where there's no
Number
game.
77, Jake Renfer.
Jake Repner. He has been a bright spot for the Manton Rangers today. He's played an outstanding game. And he was able to stop Bam Bam for no gain. I guess it's time to put Austin Abbott as your tailback.
Illegal substitution. No unsportsmanlike.
It looks like McBain may have gotten another unsportsmanlike penalty.
Sealant probably done at the quarterback spot for tonight. Sort this penalty out.
Number 20, Daniel, we didn't mark down the number.
Is that unsportsmanlike? I didn't see what that. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Ramblers.
Rodenbaugh, the sophomore.
Yeah, sorry.
And they're now to lead the Rambler offense.
That'll make it first down and 25. 10 minutes and 6 seconds left in the game. McBain is up 50-6. We are at a running clock right now. Hey, we wanted to try and be a good host. Thank the crew from 107.1, the Man broadcast, as Rick Swanson and Jordan Sepler are here doing a fantastic job.
It is busy up here, though, Gary. We got two
is.
radio stations, a TV station, and a great announcer up here in the booth.
Ball's handed out to Abbott. Abbott's met there by a posse of Rangers. There's going to be a loss of 1.
Number 1, Austin Abbott.
So Austin broke a few tackles on that, but by the time he got to the line, he had 4 Rangers hanging on him.
He didn't even make it to the line at that point. Josh Hart into the game for the McBain over at wide receiver. Ethan Barton lining up 5 yards deep in the Manton's backfield. Shotgun formation.
Just wasn't sure what
Rodenbaugh
line they
is
were on.
there. In motion is Camphouse. Inside handoff to Camphouse. No, Rodenbaugh. Yeah, Camphouse wants to turn the corner. He's having a great game himself. Gets a gain of 6 yards off the Josh Hart. Big block to spring him up for an extra 3. That should make it third down and about a country mile.
Tackled by number 4, Lane Helton.
Spread that out a little bit. Kid keeps getting huge yardage on that play, and it looks like it changed the moment.
And McBain sends out the punt team.
So 4th and a country mile, just not willing to go for it deep into Ranger territory.
Set to punt for the Ramblers. Number 44, North.
Back to receive number 5, Cole Rignas.
Back to return for the Rangers, number 5, Cole Rignas.
Sebastian Manson out there to be the gunner. And it looks like Manson's in motion all the way off to the side. Low snap, great catch by Bam Bam, and he just crushes the punt and takes a McBain roll. And it's going to roll all the way down to the Manton 15-yard line. And they're just going to stand there, wait for someone to whistle it. Josh Hart finally touches it. I'm surprised they let it go that long.
Really, and did you see the Manton guy standing over the ball that far? Why not push him right into the ball, see if you can get it back?
Well, at this point, I think the flags might come up pretty easily for the personal fouls. Less than 8 minutes left in the game. McBain's all over Manton, 50-6. The first half, I thought I was watching the movie. Oh, great. Now, remember the Titans? When he points to them and says, don't let them get a single yard or you're all cut. And McBain's defense didn't let them get a single yard. Sebastian Manson played middle linebacker. There's a handoff up the middle to Grover. And there's Manson on the tackle. Big tackle by Sebastian. So there's only a 3-yard gain. That'll make it 2nd down and 7.
By number 62.
They have no answer for Manson, or at least for his hair.
2nd down and 7, Rangers.
You don't even need to look at his number to know where he's at.
That's right. Twin on the far, twin on this side. Hustle drops back. He's looking to pass. Passes over. knocked down on that one by Logan Rodenball, but Chubby was all over the tackle. Unfortunately, he didn't get to break it up. That'll make it 3rd down and 7 for the Rangers.
That's where Josh Hart is probably going, Logan, if you wouldn't have hit that, I would have had an interception.
For a touchdown. Subs are in the game right now. Daniel Maloney, Austin Abbott's out there. You got Brendan Rose on the line, Jacob Bovin playing, and Lucas Colton. Quarterback keeper, Helsell's looking to go out to the outside. He's got a lot of room on the tackle, and it looks like it's going to be brought down by Daniel Maloney. Daniel Maloney and cousin Daniel Rodenball, not cousin, but Daniel Maloney and Daniel Rodenball on the tackle on that one. 1st down 10 for the Rangers. We're down to 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game. McBain, all McBain, 50-6 in this one.
He turned around, went back to the left for a nice game.
Hand up over here to Grover up the middle. Grover's got a lot of room. He's going to try and get back. Josh Hart turns him around.
Ball is out
on the ground after he gets hit by Daniel Rodenball. And they're going to give him the forward progress for the fumble went out. So the 1st down and 10 on the 45-yard line for the Rangers.
Great tackle by Maloney or Rodenball, even though it's way down the field, forcing that ball to come out. Luckily for Manton, it went out of bounds. And they get that as a gain too, don't they?
Yes, they do. 45-yard line. Manton's got a big drive going on right now. Helsell calls for it. Heads into Grover. Grover cuts back. He's got a little bit of room. He finally gets held up by Daniel Maloney. Finished off by Lucas Colton and Jacob Bovin. That make a 2nd down and 8. Hey, make sure to thank the sponsors that make these games possible. McBain Rural Agricultural School, White Pine Outdoor Boilers, McLean Transmission, Northern Truck Service, McBain Hardware, Taylor Mechanical, Huntington Electric, and Judy K. Gildy Photography. McBain has been playing a fantastic game as Matt is going to do a late drive, but it's a running clock. Helsell gets the ball almost to the 1st down line, but the ball's on the ground. They're going to see if they're going to call the fumble. But right now, ball's been recovered by Justin Camphouse. 3rd down and 1. We got less than 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. McBain is up 50-6.
Down right there near the 35-yard line. It'll be a short 3rd down.
Campbell's coming out of the game. He'll call it a night.
They give it to Grover. Grover's got enough for the 1st down and a little bit more as he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Brought down on that drive, or that tackle, by Lucas Colton and by Sebastian Manson.
I got 3 tackles on Skolton on this drive already.
He's going to be moving up the leaderboard on the tackles. Hey, don't forget to stay around for our AMP Wireless post-game show where we'll be doing a slew of awards. I hope there's plenty of nominations for the play of the game, for the player of the game, for the all-hard player game. I really want to know what Lars will say. Helsell with the stab. Straight arms. Bonico makes it around to the corner on the outside. Finally brought down on that one by Ethan Barton. That should make it 2nd down and 6. And I believe we have an official timeout. Oh, we got a flag on the play. A face mask against the Ramblers.
So some of these players that don't get in every game, that's the best way to keep the clock from going is to get a penalty, stops the clock, gives them more time on the field.
Yeah, but then they don't get a chance to try the offensive end. All right, they get ready to start the clock. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. McBain's up 50-6. Helsell's done a great job with quarterback in the 2nd half. He's dropping back, losing for Rignas. Inside deep. Chubby's got the interception, drops the ball, incomplete, broken up by Josh Hart. That will now make it 2nd down and 2.
Now, some of our listeners don't know the reason Chubby is called Chubby. He's like the skinniest kid on the team, but I guess when he was a baby, he was a chub, so that name just stuck. But
yeah, he's 120 pounds,
soaking wet.
All right, McBain is in a good mood right now as there's a 2nd down 2. Helsell's dropped back. He's got some rush. Throws it on the ground for Grover.
Incomplete pass on the play.
He's tackled by Jacob Bovin after the throw, but it's an incomplete pass. Makes it third down, but the clock keeps moving. Under 3 minutes left. McBain up 50-6, and they're just playing out the end of the game. Everyone's in the game. Everyone's getting some quality play. And how important is that for going on for the rest of the season?
You know, you never know if injuries are going to happen. You need to have the seconds ready to go just to be ready to go. And the sign of a good team is in practice. If you can practice against some quality opponents, your teammates, this makes them even better. And this is kind of some icing on the cake, too. This is a reward saying, thanks for giving us a good look in practice every day.
All right, so Matt just got the first down on that one as they're all the way down to the 15-yard line. But we're under 2 minutes left in the game. McBain is up 50-6. Same formation. We got motion for Redden. Redden the play. He scored out. He's looking to go around the corner. He turns it up. Josh Hart knocks him out of bounds.
With Daniel Rodenbaugh.
At the 3-yard line. Manton is now first and goal from the McBain 3-yard line.
First and goal for the Rangers.
On the outside, he's got the speed. And now he's got his first.
McBain's up 50-6. Minute 38 left in the game. Manton's knocking on the door for their second score. Elsewhere's at quarterback. Grover's on his right-hand side. Hands it to Grover for the inside handoff. Grover's going to make it for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Rangers. Touchdown run in by number 6.
Trent Grover makes the touchdown for the Rangers, making the score 50-12. Tell you what, you got to give a lot of credit to these Manton players because they do not quit. When you see a big score like that, you know you can hang your head, but no, they are fighting. They are still working and executing. This is a very good quality team, and you know what? Next week is a big, big showdown. There's kind of speculation that possible they both can make it, but Manton, Pine River will be facing each other. Both teams could be 4-2 at that point. We haven't gotten a score from Lake City, as the 2-point conversion is no good. They're both at 4-2. They can face each other next week. One will go to 4-3 in the middle of a very tough path for the playoffs. Pine River still on their schedule have Morley Stanwood and Reed City.
Reed City undefeated right now.
And if I remember correctly, Manton will have like Rogers City, and I can't remember who the other opponent, but I thought they had some quality opponents left in their season also. So next week, big showdown as Manton will be taking on Pine River, and I'm speculating the winner of that game will have an inside track for a playoff spot. And I like what I see with this Manton team. It looks like Solani's injury and not being able to play offense has hurt Manton, but it will make Manton and McBain with the same record at the end of this game, as both teams should move to 4-2.
High School response along with George Shepherd. Radio's Highland Conference football game, and the Ramblers have pretty much had control all night.
Set to kick for the Rangers, number 6, Trent Grover.
Just in from Brett Nevereth, Lake City's up 27-0 on Pine River.
Just 1:23 left to go here.
So it looks like Pine River's going to go down on the second one.
So now Lake City, they now claim a share of the conference at least?
Yes.
Next week. All right. And see what the Rangers can do here on. Here's Grover doing the kicking. Nice end over.
Grover, fair caught on that one by Auden Ealing.
26-yard line. They will have
Kick fair caught by number 8 on Ealing.
From the
Big first down and 10 for the Ramblers.
We do have a final out of Lake City. Lake City was able to hang up a 27.
So, minute 5 left in the clock. The clock will be running. McBain just take the knee 3 times, and this game should be over. They are up 50-12. Running clock. The officials have not started that up. Lake City with the win tonight, guaranteed playoffs.
Yeah.
6-0.
So Ramblers ready to go on offense. Clock again running. We're now under a minute. They're just happy to let.
All right. Mr. McBain is trying to put together his post-game stats. We're going to see if we can argue it. Daniel Rodenbaugh takes a knee right now. And that will be the last play of the game, as McBain will win their 5th home game. And we will be waiting for the final clock. 11 seconds left. McBain Rangers, the two teams are lining up. They're shaking hands. McBain Ramblers will be victorious 50-12, but stay here for the AMP Wireless post-game show and some post-game awards. You are listening to McBain Rambler Football on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
Stop into High Point Auto and Truck Center in Cadillac for a great selection of new GMC and Cadillacs. High Point is your premier source for parts, services, tires, accessories, and new and certified used vehicles. We are your one-stop shop for every vehicle need that you may have. At High Point Auto and Truck, customer satisfaction is our goal. High quality, high standards, but low prices at High Point Cadillac GMC, located at exit 177 in Cadillac.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
And we're back here in McBain as the crowd is filtering out for the family circle, where Coach Bowling goes in the middle and says, "We are," and the crowd yells, "McBain, we are." It's McBain.
The Rambler wheel, right?
They're making the Rambler wheel. And I tell you what, this is my wife's favorite tradition now, McBain, because she goes stands to her next to her son, Drew, and he has to hold her hand and actually show some affection. Hey, this is Gary Hawkeye Manton, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. Zach Wiggins back at the station, turning the dials, trying his best to make us sound good, as we just witnessed the biggest offensive explosion of the McBain Ramblers all season, winning 50-12 over the Manton Rangers. McBain moves to 4-2. Manton moves to 4-2, and both of them have key matchups next week. But Lars, what did you see today?
What a great effort by McBain on this. Manton didn't have an answer for really. McBain's passing game was amazing, and it comes down to the magic man, Gavin Seelan, being able to escape through that. He throwing some passes that were just amazing. A couple touchdown runs, few touchdown passes. Awesome job for Gavin Seelan to spearhead this Rambler attack. But I tell you what, I was really impressed with Justin Camphouse stepping up. Had some key second and third down conversions for first downs, keep drives alive. Logan Rodenbaugh had some nice carries, even though it was 50-yard runs from sideline to sideline. He did a nice job gaining 7-8 yards every time he out there. And honestly, George Johnson on defense.
Or George Brown. George Johnson,
Brown, yes,
the all-heart player.
Yes, as I just wrote that down. George Brown did a nice job in the first three quarters of really contributing to McBain's success here. Bam Bam and Logan Vannon Boss did a nice job. Good, solid defensive effort. Owen Bonico sheared up the line. Now, granted, he didn't have a ton of tackles, but if I'm Manton, I'm not running at him.
Yeah, that is true.
And he forced some quick passes by the Manton Rangers. So Manton started out with one quarterback, switched to another quarterback, just because they were getting themselves off the ground after every pass attempt. Couple late hit calls, but most of the time McBain was right there forcing the action. So what I love about McBain's defense is they had 5 fumble recovers. Caden McGillis had one. Gavin Seelan had a fumble recover. Daniel Rodenbaugh had one. Brendan Rose had one. George Brown had one. So really for Manton, the key to this game is their turnovers.
Yeah, and you have to look on the flip side. McBain did not cough it up at all the whole time, and that's huge. And you got the fumbles, but there was also another key turnover.
The 95-yard interception by Verberkmos that might have taken away his picture-perfect play of the game, sponsored by Judy K. Gildy, of his 26-yard amazing touchdown pass. So really, those are my two nominees for that award. Can I give that one away already?
Hey, since we're there right now, hey, Mr. McBain, can you tell me what is your Judy K. Gildy picture-perfect play of the game?
Well, the first nominee was his first quarter 26-yard touchdown pass in the corner where he out-jumped the defender. But what has to take it is the great reading at free safety where he steps in front of the receiver and picks it off, and not only picks it off and runs 95 yards all the way down the field, for the last 15 yards, he's stiff-arming a guy and dives over the end zone. So that is the Judy K. Gildy picture-perfect play of the game. Garrett Verberkmos with a 95-yard interception for a touchdown.
All right, I'm going to pass the stats over to Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen, and I want him to take a chance to analyze. Let him read the stats to you guys and just give me some feedback on what you saw out there.
I'll tell you what, Gavin Seelan at quarterback, he was 10 for 15 on passing for 158 yards. Justin Camphouse actually got to pass the ball once, too. He was 1 for 1, passing an 8-yard pass back to Seelan, who couldn't quite make the first down on that. Leading in receptions, Justin Camphouse had 6 receptions. I think he was only targeted 7 times. I think he only dropped 1. And the only one on that one is he turned his head too quick because he was ready to score on that, and the ball just slipped out of his hand. Logan Rodenbaugh had 2 receptions for 33 yards. Garrett Verberkmos, 1 for 26 yards, but it was a touchdown. Logan Vandenbos had an amazing one for 21 yards. I think that was a touchdown, too. Wasn't that magic play?
That was the touchdown where it was a 50-50 ball, and the defensive back never turned his back to see it, and he grabbed it and was able to take it.
So George Brown had 1 reception for 7 yards also. On the rushes, majority of the carries were by Gavin Seelan. He had 19 rushes for 103 yards. Vandenbos was 7 rushes for 22 yards. It was tough running for Vandenbos. He made most of his yardage on a couple passes. Logan Rodenbaugh had 3 catches for 7 yards. Austin Ealing had 4 catches for 7 yards. George Brown, 1 for 7 on rushes. Justin Camphouse, 1 rush for 3 yards. Auden Ealing was 1 for 1. Austin Abbott had 2 carries, and Bam Bam had 1 carry. Now on the defensive side, like we were talking about at halftime, these really did not add up fast because McBain was on offense most of the game. Like, we didn't keep track of time of possession, but definitely in McBain's favor. And then you have a running clock starting in the third quarter. So yeah. Logan Rodenbaugh, a total of 12 tackles, 8 assisted and 4 solos. Justin Camphouse had a great game with 6 total tackles. George Brown with 6 total. Caden McGillis had 2. Logan Vandenbos had 6. Owen Bonico, we have him at 1 tackle. But I tell you what, if I'm Manton, I am not even running in his direction. And Garrett Verberkmos had a push out of bounds. And then the slew of McBain players did a good job of just cramming the middle. So, great defensive effort. And it was nice to see a lot of great individual performances out there that when you put them together, what a great team effort.
Yeah, so let's get to our post-game awards as people are antsy about what's going on. And we're going to start off with work our way up the ladder of prestige, and we're going to start off with the Huntington Electric lineman of the game.
I'm sorry, but there's a McLean announcer of the game,
yeah,
and that goes to
all right, so
that goes to
that's done. Hey, it's my show.
Hey,
give me the lineman of the game. Lineman of the game.
We're the little kids at the big kids table because Jay's gone today. So
Jay's away.
Gary Vanna, nice job with play-by-play today. Thank you for letting me talk with you tonight to do some color. So the Huntington Electric lineman of the game has to go to the base of that line on the left side, someone to start the seal, to give Logan Rodenbaugh those rushes, to give Gavin Seeling those touchdowns. It goes to Andrew Vanna.
Oh, wow.
Andrew
Not
Vanna.
biased at all. My son got it? I'm so surprised. Well, congratulations to Drew Vanna as your Huntington Electric lineman of the game.
The next one we have is the Taylor Mechanical Hawkeye.
No,
player.
that's why I run the show.
What do you want to do
At
next,
this point,
Gary?
we want to make sure that you thank the sponsors who make this game in action happen. That is Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Crandall Precision, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McLean's Party Store, McNally's Party Store, LC Material, McBain Auto Service, Amp Wireless, Pluger Mechanical, High Flow Performance, Holton LP Gas, Falmouth Co-op, the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, McBain Rural Agricultural School, White Pine Outdoor Boilers, McLean Transmission, Northern Truck Service, McBain Hardware, Taylor Mechanical, Huntington Electric, Judy K. Gildy Photography, and we have a new one, VV Heritage, which will be joining on for next week's game at Beale City. It's not too late for any of you to join. But at this point, I want the George Johnson All-Heart Player of the Game, named after super cheerleader, super rambler, George Johnson, who passed away last year and lost the battle to cancer.
And I tell you what, this player had an amazing game. He had to share the player of the game last week, right? And this one, he gets this one all to himself. He had many receptions. He had a pass. He had a fumble recovery. He had a pick, like where he knocked the ball out for a fumble. It just all over the field, but he kept some plays alive. The George Johnson All Heart Award goes to Justin Camphouse, with just a very solid game. And I feel like he's coming into his own on both offense and defense.
Well, congratulations to Justin Camphouse for the George Johnson All-Heart Player of the Game. And now the one that everyone's actually still listening for, the one that we'll be asked about. I'll get texts way into the night and tomorrow, and they want to know, who is the Taylor Mechanical Hawkeye Player of the Game?
The Taylor Mechanical Hawkeye Player of the Game is going to go to someone who dabbles in a little magic, dabbles in a little bit of exercise, working out, staying in shape. And this one is going to go to the man that's running the show, the quarterback, the magic man, Gavin Seelan.
The magician.
The musician.
The magician, not musician.
Not the musician.
That's my son, Alex.
All right. So Gavin Seelan just had a whale of a game. He led in rushes. He had a couple touchdowns, but most of the touchdown passes, he threw those also. So he was really responsible for 5 of the scores tonight, which is an amazing job. So Gavin Seelan, when he turned the corner, he turned the Jets on and just made some amazing moves. You mentioned Barry Sanders, a little Barry Sanders-esque when he's out there running, spin moves, not going to the ground, refusing to go down. Gavin Seelan, your Taylor Mechanical Hawkeye Player of the Game. Gavin, you need to go see Mr. Vanna, Senior Vanna, and go get your little trophy.
Yep.
What are you given this year, Gary?
Well, they get a beautiful block eraser.
Yes.
With my personal signature on there. So, it's kind of a prestigious thing.
That would be hard to use because you wouldn't want the signature to go away.
That's right. All right. Hey, this is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Lars Verdeen. Next week, we'll be back on the radio Friday night down in Beale City as McBain Ramblers hope to finish the Highland Conference season with another win. But when you go into the Bermuda Triangle that we call Beale City, anything can happen. I should be joined again by Jay Simon, and I will be there joining him as we'll bring you all the Rambler action for all the football games all season. And we also have a slated schedule for basketball season that you're going to want to check our website to find out the schedule for. Also, any last thoughts?
Manton tried, too many turnovers, but McBain was just dominant tonight.
There you go. This has been Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. Back at the station is Zach Wiggins, trying his best to keep the kids in check. You've been listening to McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
Good night, girls.
This McBain Rambler broadcast on 107.9 CDY and 107.9CDY.com has been sponsored by McBain Hardware, Holton's LP Gas, Northern Trucking, Falmouth Co-op, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, Crandall Precision, High Flow Performance, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Amp Wireless and Pluger Mechanical, McBain Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, LC Materials, McBain Auto Service, McBain Rural Agricultural Schools, High Point Cadillac GMC, Judy K. Gildy Photography, Taylor Mechanical, and our streaming sponsor, McLean Transmission. Thanks for listening to this McBain Rambler Sports broadcast on 107.9 CDY.
.9
Anything goes. All the different genres throughout the day.
CDY.